go from this tranquility to that violence?
I usually take the Ferrari.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
But this is Miami, pal, where you can't even tell the players without a program. Down here, you're just another amateur.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies.
What a day.
What is good, everybody? Anthony here, 60 Mafia, man. We are back, finally, episode 167, Saturday night, man. My guys, been a couple weeks, man. Had some problems here, some AC issues, but dude, we are good to go, man. So good to be back, man. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Before I bring everybody in, though, say what's up, everybody in the chat, man. I see that we got Keith in here. What's good, my man? Things are going pretty good. Doc is here as well. What's up, Doc, man? A lot of catching up, man. A lot of catching up. Justin McFly, what's up, dude? Positive vibes as always, my friend. Charlie Unicorn, what's good, dude? Yeah, that's a funny guy, man. Really awesome, dude. Smoke Too Much, also here. What's up, my man? OG fan as well. What's up, man? Hope you guys are doing good this Saturday. Let's see what else we got. Valkyrie, what's good, my friend? How you doing? Thanks for coming through, man. Ricardo as well. Thank you for coming, man. New here is awesome, bro. Man, appreciate it, man. Usually I'm every Saturday night, but my AC went out last week, and that sucked. So there's no way I was streaming in that heat. 12-inch, my man. What's up, dude? What's going on? So why did Age of Apocalypse Wolverine take so long to waitlist? Well, let's talk about that. We'll talk about that tonight for sure, dude. Philly, what's up, man? Figurecraft was good, dude. Love what you're doing, man, lately with them photos. As always, my dude. What else we got in here, man? Before we get in, Miles, what's up? Dyson in the house, man. Got an AI Judgment Day is coming, dude. It is already here. It is already here. Nightmare, man. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming as well, dude. As always, man. Appreciate it. Happy birthday, by the way, my friend. As well, man. Dinesh, dude, what's good, dude? How you doing, my friend? As well, man. Who else we got up in here tonight already? Eric, what's up, buddy? How you doing, brother? Supernova as well. Hello, my friends, man. If I'm missing anybody, you know, it goes to chat, man. But appreciate you guys all showing up, man. Pedro was good, dude. What is good, my friend? Thanks for coming as well. We'll trade a Hot Toys for one Sydney Sweetie bar. So crazy, bro. That's just crazy in itself, man. That's just nuts. People are buying that shit, but hey, you know, whatever. Fat Gadget, what's up, my man? Watch all this is like all I can think of is they don't make movies like they used to, bro. They don't, man, and it sucks. Darth Rez, what's up, man? Thanks for coming tonight as well, man. Field of Burn, what's up, man? Happy Saturday to you as well. Again, if I miss anybody, my apologies. What's up, Spock? How you doing? Ghostbusters, Barbosa, and the Gorn, Evening Mafia panel and collectors. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Ricardo as well. What's up, my friend? What else we got, dude? I have a fan right here because it's still fucking hot. Summer is here, bro. It is here, and it sucks, dude. So Iron Star, what's up, my friend, as well, dude? Preston, thanks, guys. Dokinator as well, dude. What's up, buddy? How you doing, dude? Ryan as well. Good shit, man. Always love that intro. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's been, you know, because there's a lot of 80s stuff. I mean, tomorrow's like Ghostbusters anniversary. Today was Goonies, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do all 80s tonight, man. So Renz as well. What's up, dude? Welcome back, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Tijuana Mike as well is also here. Is L Walker as well. What's up, buddy? Thank you guys, man, for coming in tonight, dude. Yeah, I mean, you got the humidity, I got the dry heat, but it's still hot, man. I think we can agree, dude. Just heat in general just sucks, man. Sucks. But anyway, man, I'm gonna bring in my man CT, dude. What is up, dude?
Saturday night. What's going on with the chat? What's happening, man? Just got back from your hometown, Chicago, man.
You did.
Just got
Chicago, man. Chi-town, dude.
I am glad to be home,
dude. It's got to be nice though. It was nice weather, probably.
It was okay, man. You know, I was just stuck in a hotel doing work stuff. You know?
Oh,
laborers union.
Oh yeah.
Say hey to my union brothers and sisters out there. Yep, just doing some work stuff. So out there for a week. Glad to be back. Glad to be, when you come back to your house, it's like discovering your collection all over again.
Dude. Yeah, like when I got back from Vegas, I'm like, oh, there's all my stuff. Like
look at this. Yeah,
it's
turn on. So it's feeling
wild,
good.
Man.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
I haven't been down here in a while.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, feels good.
Hell yeah, man. We got a lot of shit, dude, to talk about too tonight. I do have, speaking of who hasn't been around in a little bit, my man Harry. What's up, bro?
What's up?
What's
How's it going?
up?
Happy
Yeah,
Saturday, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Glad to be back, man. It's always fun to hop in here with you guys. So
yeah, well, you're off and off too, like.
Yeah, especially lately. I've been a little busy with the project that I'm working on. Do you guys watch Death Battles by any chance, or used to back in the day? It's like all those like Wolverine versus Predator and whatnot.
Oh, like on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the superhero beatdown, like that kind of thing.
Yep.
Like, okay, yeah.
Team, we're doing something for Death Battle. And that should
be, that's badass, dude. Hell yeah.
So if you guys are interested, this should be released in October.
What's the battle?
I cannot say yet. But I will say this: it's Halloween, so Halloween themed, kind of.
Okay, because it's releasing in October.
Yes. So
maybe
put 2 and 2 together a little bit. Yeah,
it's gotta be Michael.
All right.
Neither deny or confirm. Yeah.
Well, that'll be kind of neat.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm just making all the props and stuff. So yeah, all the weapons and whatnot. So yeah, it should be fun.
Well, shit. I don't think recently, 'cause it's been a couple weeks. I was trying to think if there's anything I got in, but
nothing.
Oh, my iconic Akuma.
Yeah, I guess that counts.
Yeah, which is an awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I love Street Fighter, so yeah.
Right.
Ryu and Ken, so amazing. And I'm not too sure about you guys. I know. Oh,
I got a little something. CT, did you get anything? Yeah.
I have not. I've just been working on a little special project on a speeder bike. Thanks to Austin. Shout out to Austin out there. But
oh hell yeah!
No, just notifications. Marek's coming. Magneto's on the way, and finally. Nice. My Artisan Anakin is shipping, so
hey, I hate you.
I know, right? I know you really wanted that.
It's been a while.
I really did.
A while.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while.
A good minute, yeah.
It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. And one of my favorite dudes.
Hey,
man, Rob, what's up, man?
Something really weird just happened where I can't see you guys. The camera went all schizo. Let me hang on a second. Oh, wait, hang on.
All right,
there we go.
We'll give Rob a moment.
I just got what do I got? I got Modern Batman from Flash, and I got the Flash from Flash.
Oh,
nice.
Both from the Flash. That's awesome.
Well, I won all 4 of those pieces.
Yeah,
I
know you really like that movie.
I did like the movie. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he was at the. Is that the ring that the Flash came with?
Yeah, that's the special edition ring.
It's the ring.
That's a cool little addition to have.
Yeah.
That's badass.
It's special edition. Cool.
Yeah. It's like your little decoder ring.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. No, back in the day, that's just awesome, man. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Wait for your bearded Ryu. That'd be cool. See, I didn't get that one. I thought about getting it. But then I was like, but I have Ryu, and then I don't know if you have Ryu as well. It'd be cool to have both, though. I do want the bearded one, but then I was like, juggling so much shit in this hobby. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I already have one of him, right? So I was like, I don't know. I still want it, but you know what I mean? When you already have one and the other stuff's coming out, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to get that Flash. I had the Justice League Flash.
Right. For example.
Have you hit that with Blacklight yet, Rob?
The Flash? No.
Yeah.
Does it pop?
It's awesome. Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, to be honest, I just popped them open each. The Modern Batman's great too. It's great.
Yeah.
It looked great.
It is great.
It looked great.
The face sculpt is really, I mean, they're putting out some great figures.
Yeah.
There's
hell yeah.
a question of, what you want to collect. I wanted to have a Justice League display, but I wanted, like, the Justice League Flash is fine, but I wanted, like, because I have other DC characters, some like so toys and stuff around my Justice League, like the Teen Titans, that I'm no longer. I don't want things like, oh, these are the Justice League movie figures.
Right.
So I wanted to have like more of the color. Like I need to get Arthur Curry in the orange and green.
Right. So like make your own Justice League
the more of the comic.
Yeah.
You know, even though they're movie characters.
Oh no, yeah, buddy of mine did that too. He bought that Aquaman.
I agree.
Right, with the colors because he's like, that's more Aquaman
I bought this. I don't know where I got this. It was some stupid. This thing is Diecast.
Oh jeez,
look at that.
Yes.
I mean, it's a hunk of metal. This thing is heavy. Now you could kill somebody with this. Somebody comes to the house.
Okay, easy, Rob.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. You're like, have at thee. Coming out of the room.
Try it.
Hell yeah.
You were the cat.
Oh, that looks awesome, dude. That is pretty awesome. That's pretty funny, man. Fad Gadget says, I can't believe I sat here watching the stream and I have the same t-shirt on as Rob.
Actually, this says a still tongue makes a happy life.
Oh.
Nice.
It does.
Yeah,
it
the
does.
be seeing you it's in the closet folded up. My friend Martino went to Port Marion and got me these shirts for my birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Yeah. That was a few weeks ago.
Yes. No, it's every day, man.
It's also every day too. Yeah, it's also your birthday every day. Make sure to wish Rob a happy birthday today because he has 365
Happy
birthdays
birthday,
a
Rob.
year.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Which is awesome, man. Dude. Speaking of stuff, though, man, let me get into this, man, because like when we talk about stuff that we kind of want, sometimes we have other versions of things. We talked about this before, even like the last time, but dude, this Age of Apocalypse fucking Wolverine, man.
Dude, I have to have this.
So
I know it's sold out already. I'm on the wait list, but whatever.
Yeah, like, dude, not that I'm like, I want this, but when I saw it, I thought it was like a Photoshop thing.
I did too. I didn't think
totally
it was
thought
real.
it was fake. I totally thought it was fake. Like somebody just because it wasn't up, they didn't see it on the Hot Toys post. I saw like one image, so I was like, what? And I laughed because I was like, no fucking way. Thought it was fake.
Yes way.
And then I seen it, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, and Artisan, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Which is awesome though. It is awesome. I just such a weird. I didn't think that would actually happen. You know what I mean? But it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
It's great because I've got so many. I have all the other Hot Toys Wolverines, you know, that not from Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine, but
right.
I've got the original Wolverine. I've got the X-Men leather suit Wolverine with the Sentinel.
Oh yeah,
I've
got like the X-Men Origins,
the Wolverine, the 70s Wolverine, the Hano Wolverine, the brown suit, and I've got the So Toys Old Man Logan Wolverine with the Hugh Jackman face.
Oh yeah, which is one of your favorites. I know.
I love that figure.
Yeah,
and Hot Toys will probably, knowing them, they'll make it. You know,
well, you think now, right? You think right, you know, after.
But
seeing
as a
this,
comic, as an X-Men comic
like,
fan, this is awesome.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I think what trips me out, dude, and like I totally want to talk with you guys about this, but like, I think what trips me out is because of that, because of a comic fan, and I loved Age of Apocalypse when I was like 12 or when it came out, I was like 12 or 13. It was awesome. And I have some of the statues, the Iron Studio 10th scale Age of Apocalypse statues, right? So I'm versed in it, right? So, but what I think would really trip me out is even in the movie, as it was a short, like 5-second cameo, that goes quickly. You're like, oh look, and then it's gone, right? And we move on. So this picture's like fucking staring at me dead in the eyes, and it's like all I see is Hugh Jackman, which I mean, yeah, that's what it is, but it's like my brain does not compute that Hugh Jackman is Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm like,
that's what makes this figure so awesome.
I know,
and
your
exactly brain is just exploding. You're like, what?
Right. I'm like, all right, so that's dope. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I know, you know, CT and Rob, both of you guys are, you know, we're big X-Men fans from the beginning. So this is a cool. I'm assuming you guys think this is cool too. It's
totally cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't have the cash to drop on it. Would have sent it to you, Anthony, but I waitlisted.
No, I didn't either. I didn't either. I was like, well, I got on the wait list.
That was part of the whole thing. It was like at first I thought it was fake, so I wasn't paying much attention to it. Then I realized it was real. You know, then it's like it's an artisan figure.
This was a nightmare for me. This is like, have you had that nightmare where you're trying to run and you're just tripping, you're falling, like you can't get up, you just can't run. I was trying to get out of Chicago and get back. Like my flight was right when this thing was getting released, I was landing right before it was getting released. So I was stressing, and I was able to get it. And yeah, I hope this means we get all of them, man. I mean, I want that. I'm sorry, but I want this more than I want Elektra, than I want, some of these other Deadpool figures.
What I really want is crucified Wolverine on the crucified back.
Yeah,
that's what I really want.
The statue.
Then they got to give you that X. They got to give you the big.
Yeah, they got to give you and so you can put them up on there.
Yeah,
totally.
But Patch, brown suit Wolverine, and I think that you out on the interwebs, the kids are the heads are exploding. Anthony, the brown suit Wolverine should have come first, according to them. According to them,
well, because the Hano figure,
Well, but there's an alternative there, though. I mean,
this is a cool figure, though.
Dude, it is. I have that one as well, man.
Figure. It's great.
It yep,
I love him. And that's the thing, though, too, right, Rob?
It's hefty.
They are weighty. They are, man. I'm surprised. I'm really digging Hano's quality there. Yeah. But I think that's the thing too, though, right? Is that Hano and Hot Toys are one and the same. And so if they just put out a brown suit, I mean, not to say that they wouldn't. I mean, they did two Tiger Wolverines quick, but yeah. All right, here's a weapon right there. X, so, yeah, I know a lot of you guys are talking about like Henry Cavill, right? Calverine. I mean,
I don't want a Calverine.
No, but people do.
You say that, Rob. We're going to hold you to that. It's coming.
You know why? Do you know why? I don't think they should have made him look different. Like they should have given him some kind of a really interesting suit or something, because it was kind of boring.
Well, he was just kind of Logan mask, he had the big cigar and jeans and a shirt and
man.
Listen, if they made this thing, and I had a good chuckle when I saw this in the movie, I was like, that's crazy. I didn't think they'd make a figure like that, and they did. We have this, so that would be something else if we saw that figure. I'll tell you that. I'm on board for all of them.
Yeah, and somebody's pointing out that they're just reusing the same face sculpt. I don't.
They
care.
are. They
don't
are.
Care.
I mean,
who cares?
Yeah,
who cares?
I think half and half. I understand the who cares part, but I also understand that damn, it's almost the same. Because like, I was a little pissed myself when you guys remember I did a stream a couple years about it when fucking Back to the Future 1 Doc came out, and I'm like, dude, they used the same damn sculpt as my Back to the Future 2 Doc.
Yeah.
It's a little nitpick, but maybe also because he's got such a weird expression, right? Like his mouth's open, he's like, oh, he's like freaking out, right? So I'm like, it's the same.
But you can move his eyes so his face sculpt.
In this, yeah. I mean, sure, but like for that one, I was like, dude, really? You guys wouldn't give him a new sculpt? And then they did with Back to the Future 3, so I was like, all right, well, yeah, I know. What's
he's
up,
got
Force?
rooted mutton chops.
That's the best part.
Yes, it is. It is pretty.
Part.
It is pretty awesome. And he's got this, the seamless arms, right? So I mean, this is a cool piece.
I think this is what limited figures should be, to be honest with you. I thought like that Darth Maul, and I get it. Not a lot of people are going to, get this figure or want this figure. You know, it's a great looking figure. I mean, the seamless arms,
it is great.
Everything, I get it. That seeing Hugh Jackman with that mane
that's
of
the
hair,
part that tripped me out. I'm like,
feral, that feral Jackman.
Yeah,
the idea. And these comics were awesome. If you're an X-Men fan, the Age of Apocalypse, to see this rendition of X-Men, they were so badass.
Yeah.
I don't even want to like give away that series. It was just a cool series, but we really got a different X-Men. And
yes,
man, I don't know how I could not have this on my shelves.
No, I got it. And if you think about it, do you know what the worst we are? we're like 18 months away from the worst Hot Toys storm to ever descend on collectors.
Well, yeah,
And
with all the
that's
Marvel
good.
stuff coming.
That's going to be Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be making figures from those movies for years. I mean, imagine all the variants they could do.
Yeah, and then all the they're bringing all these Fox X-Men guys back.
I can't even. I mean, if they do all the getting a Hot Toys Magneto, getting a Hot Toys Charles Xavier, and since they're variants, maybe they'll include like the floating wheelchair, from the animated series. Whatever it looks like.
Yeah. Listen, I Windman, they always say that too, right? Newly developed head sculpt. But it looks like the same damn head sculpt, doesn't it? As the other Deadpool Wolverine,
they say it's a newly developed, so the head sculpt can be the same, but it's newly developed to have mutton chops.
I mean, it is a newly developed sculpt that they used for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Doesn't necessarily mean that.
I think I'd grease.
I will be honest.
Beef,
I have
right?
not had a chance to really compare this with what we're getting with the other one that got released. I was being tortured in Chicago, but
I saw a picture, and maybe somebody in the chat, maybe one of you guys has it or knows what I'm talking about.
About 3 different Wolverine.
Yeah, somebody took all 3 heads.
I saw that
picture, right? And I was like, yeah, dude. Like,
and in the last week, I've seen 3 people mention Dora Milaje figures in the.
Hey, it's just
they're
keep the hope alive, man.
It's because they want to make them artisan, Rob. So
Planted eyebrows.
Be patient.
Hey, you never know.
Be quality.
You never know, man. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cool though, man. It is neat. Like I said, I was tapped at the time, so if I got on the wait list, I'm pretty sure waitlist will come around. I've had
wait lists like my Black Widow artisan converted. So
no, and artisans do convert. I mean, it does, and in this particular one, like I put a poll in the chat. Everybody, I'm sure most of you guys already got 78 votes already. Whether or not you guys grabbed it or not, or couldn't get it, let me know if you guys haven't voted. I'm just tallying up, seeing what everybody's thoughts are. But I think, so far, 65% of you guys didn't want it. And I know that's not the total population of 6-scale collectors here, right? But it gives me, it gives us all an idea, right? And we saw that it did not. There was a queue for like 45 minutes, and then after the queue, it still didn't sell out. So they just removed the queue, and then it was just up there like every other pre-order.
It stayed till about 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
I think Dylan said it had just waitlisted.
Yeah, so I mean, not to say it's a bad figure. I think that the demand was not as high as one would think, right? So that's what took so long for it to finally.
Well, it's funny because this is why we don't get more things from Hot Toys that are more offbeat. That's why they give us. It's really cool that they're doing this because this will sell well, and it might take them off the beaten path more. Because like they'll do a fractal Iron Man,
right.
And I love that fractal Iron Man, but how much did it sell?
Exactly. So that's the thing, right? Yeah, it took 6 to 8 hours, 11 hours. Yeah, it took all day. Yeah, it finally waitlisted at night. So and to be honest,
I think a lot of people don't even know what this is.
No, and that's the thing, and that's why it's almost like the Phantom Menace, like you were talking about, the concept mall. It's concept art, and not that this is concept, but you know what I mean. It's that thing. It's already it's very esoteric and an already niche hobby, right? You're like, well, if I'm not familiar with this exactly of what it is, it's not going to go as quickly as anything else. So I just mean that the likelihood, I think, of getting a wait list is higher because a lot of people may have even FOMO'd it just because they were like, oh shit, it's limited. I just want it as a collector, and then realize when it's maybe I don't want it, right? Because
it was such a tight window. It released on Thursday.
Yeah.
So we didn't know of it until Thursday.
Yeah.
And unless you RSVP'd and unless you're on top of these things, then they told you, hey, it was going to be up this Friday. And you know what? Kudos again. I'm going to keep saying it to Sideshow for their queue system. You know, I think this might be like the third or fourth queue system I've gone through with Sideshow, but they keep trying. I'll give it to them. They keep trying. They don't have to keep making these investments. Can't be cheap, but I am probably the happiest with this queue system. I like the little guy running across.
He's in line, like moving up, like going back,
but
going forward.
I don't know if these things are available because they've found a way to filter out all the bots or what, you know, but it seems like what I've wanted to go for has been available and it hasn't been stressful. It's been pretty smooth.
No, it's much
process,
smoother,
so.
dude. They've definitely been doing updates to this system, right? Even like the UI is different, the little chime and
I don't know if this figure I don't know if we're saying not as many people wanted this figure or that they were able to keep the bots away from gobbling up all the figures that had happened in the past. So either way, I'm happy. Kudos to you, Sideshow. Appreciate it. Keep it up.
I think it's both. You know, one obviously to combat, you know, bots and stuff, but also it's how many people, like you said, Rob. I mean, unless you read the comics, you know, or diehard Wolverine, which you probably read the comics in that case. You know what I'm saying? It's not like if this was an artisan Wolverine.
Yeah, because it's funny that they gave it the artisan treatment. I mean, it's one thing to make this figure, but to make it an artisan figure was even bolder. You know, they could have had him have sculpted hair because I still think it's kind of a one-off figure.
Yeah, but that's what makes it badass.
Right? I know for us.
Artisan. Yeah,
I got my Age of Apocalypse omnibus right over there.
Yeah, man, dude, and it's freaking sweet, man. You got the rooted mutton chops, right? I mean, what's not to like? Rooted hair, rooted beard, seamless arms.
I mean, that almost looks like a still from the movie.
Yeah, it's great, man. It looks great, dude. But like I said, at first it just caught me off guard. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Like I thought it was fake because I was I
was just like you. I'm like, there's no way
artisan this shit too. Like on top of it, I just thought it was like some Photoshop hair, you know, at first.
You'd think that they've got an opportunity, like, where's the movie Blade? The Blade, you know, where's the Wesley Snipes from Deadpool Wolverine? I would have thought that. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting an Elektra. I wouldn't mind getting a Gambit either.
No.
You know, and Johnny Storm is and Chris
oh yeah. So he's still up too. So
oh god, I gotta get that's one I want to get.
Do you guys think they're gonna release the Fantastic Four all at once?
I mean, I really don't like Pedro, but
you might like him in the movie.
I don't think I will, but you know, never say never, right? But that's the thing right now. I'm like, fuck, because I really love Fantastic Four, so I want a set of.
I want the set just because I like the costumes and you know.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess
it will be very hard to say no.
I know it will be hard because you don't want like just three. I need the whole team.
And I want Herbie.
Oh, Herbie would be cool, man. That would be cool.
Like maybe if they do, it'd be cool if they do like some kind of a flame effect that you could stick Johnny Storm in. Like
yeah, that'd be neat. Just like
I had like I had a diecast Battle of the Planets Gatchaman Phoenix, and it came with a flaming Phoenix that you could put the diecast Phoenix into. It was pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean the other one, the Human Torch, the Chris Evans, that he's got the flaming attachment, so that's kind of something like that. I think would be cool. And yeah, it is Nightmare. You know, you put this one out now, brown later, because I mean a lot of people are gonna want that brown suit, man. Well, but Harry, dude, you've been a little quiet on this one. You got any thoughts on this? I mean,
you guys are all positive, and I don't know about much.
Okay,
I don't know about
we
much
had all the
to
good
the positivity.
All right, we had all the good. Give us the bad.
Yeah, I frankly, I just don't care.
Okay, that's one.
Partly because I'm not familiar with the comics, and
yeah, see, that's it.
I feel like but secondly, I feel like I'm just done with the artisan line. Like, I just don't care. Like, I just don't think it's worth the trouble of like going through the queue. This one is not too bad, but usually you have to go to the queue. Sometimes you got to pay aftermarket price, and the fact that you can't even like move the head and move the eyeballs without feeling like you're gonna break the figure. I just
frustrating.
I just don't think I'm down for that. Every time
Cut his mic. What the? What, Harry? What? Killed what?
Dude,
Done with the Artisan
every time I play around with my Wonder Woman 100, I just feel like I'm gonna break her, and I just don't even touch that figure. You know.
I'll take her off your hands.
So, right, yeah. $2,000, please.
I agree with you on like my Paul Atreides. I'm not gonna touch that thing. He's posed, and I don't want to get into messing with that hair or anything.
That's exactly my point.
I know you're different. You need to,
especially when I'm doing photography and stuff. You know, I have to get them in multiple different poses.
I'm with you, Harry. It fucking sucks when we do photos and it's like I don't even mind the hair futzing so much, if I'm being honest with you. But I agree with you. The eyes, man, the fucking eyes.
That's the thing. You have to take the head off, put it back in, and I don't know. It's just
well, you know, me too. I don't know if it's like big fucking hands or what, but dude,
you could always use AI.
Like 5 eyes, bro.
Right.
But dude, I've seriously popped out like 5 eyes on these figures already, and you gotta put them back in with like some tweezers.
Yeah, they do come back. Yeah.
Yeah, they go in, but they pop out really easy. You know. Easily.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I just don't think it's worth the trouble, you know. And like, these are like 400, almost $500 a pop. It's just so I can just leave it there and never touch it. I just don't think it's worth it to me.
I get it.
I canceled most of my Artisan orders. I canceled the Black Widow. So Rob, if you got the conversion, that might be for me. So
that I could very well thank you for that.
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, I canceled her because I had the same feeling towards her. It's like, how often am I gonna play with this figure? You know?
Sure,
I just
sure.
like
I get that. I get that.
I'm gonna play with her a lot.
Well, before you do, got a couple people backstage.
Ooh,
my OGs, the OGs of OGs, brother cousins. What's up, buddy?
People? How y'all doing? Happy
Doing
Ghostbusters Day to everybody.
That's right,
Happy
my man.
Ghostbusters
That's
Day.
right. And I still have one more backstage, but I'm gonna let him come in on his own because he should be able to come on in his own.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn! You're not gonna bring me in, dude. What the hell?
No, I was going to. Like so here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Hold on.
I just didn't want to like impose, man. I'm over here just waiting.
I didn't bring you. No.
Wolverine.
Because I knew you were in there because the chat thing. I was like, oh yeah, Mario's here. You know. So I just let you come in when you're ready because camera was off. Maybe you're getting ready. I don't want to just be like, boom,
well, it's
here
good
he
to know I
is.
can come in whenever I'm ready, bro. I'm always ready to come.
You're always ready to come.
That's right.
I get that.
I am.
I get that. I think we all are. So anyway, fucking dude, Saturday, man. What's up, guys? What's up, dude?
What's up? What interesting shirt, Rob. What shirt is that?
It's The Prisoner. It's a shirt from the TV series The Prisoner. This is Patrick McGowan's face, and then it says, "A still tongue makes a happy life." I put this on, and Elizabeth goes, "Are you trying to tell me something? What is that?" I'm like, "No, baby, it doesn't apply to you."
I need this shirt.
That's awesome, man. That's fucking great, dude. Hell yeah, man. We're rock.
Rob, have you seen that reel where there's like a challenge where the dude and his lady was like, "There's one thing that men can do that women cannot do," and he stays silent, and she's sitting there trying to guess what she can do, but she won't shut up.
That is the funniest
Right?
thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's so well done.
Yep, I love that.
It's so good. So
Yeah,
good.
man. P-Rock, man, let me know, dude. I didn't hear back from you. Let me know. Then he's watching some fights, but hell yeah, man, dude. Fucking Ghostbusters, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to derail it, but
a lot of people happy and a lot of people upset.
I know, but I think it's cool. Just real quick for you guys that don't know, but like, you know, Hasbro just put out the Proton pack again, but the 84 version.
Yep.
And it's $100 less than the HasLab one they did a couple years back from Afterlife to Egon pack.
Is it the same one?
Well, it looks like it, but it's not weathered, right?
Yeah, technically the same mold, just not weathered, and $100.
Oh, that's scary. Because they said they would never reissue anything from HasLab. So
And they are.
that kind of opens
they
the door
are.
with some other shit, dude. Like the Jabba the Hutt katana, the sail barge. That thing is like damn near over $2,000. If they reissue that, woo.
Yeah. Well,
And
see, the thing I think with the Proton pack though is there's enough differences between the two.
Not really.
Well, but kind of. The other one's weathered.
Not really.
I just mean from a physical standpoint, and maybe what are some of the little doohickeys are changed around on the back. right? Because it was a newer movie, like it was
Well,
modified.
Jay, sure, dude. He's the one who should know. Come on.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the
Trust his
thing.
word.
It's like with that, a lot of people that took that Proton that had the Spangler pack, they modified it because one of the funnest things about Ghostbusters or anything with Ghostbusters gear is the mods. And these things, and HasLab does a great job, and Hasbro does a great job of making these things and making that thing easy to mod. So a lot of people modded theirs to look like the 84 pack, and they kind of gave you like little incentives for these things for the Afterlife one. Like they gave you unweathered stickers to convert it to the 84 pack. They have an 84 version. An 84 variation that you can switch the lights for it to go into 84 mode because the lights were different in 84 than they were in the Afterlife one. So with all those, people were thinking like, this is it. I already knew that they were going to remake it. I was like, come on, it's too
It's
good for them
Ghostbusters.
not.
How do you
It's
not?
Ghostbusters.
Like
it's too
it's
much.
gonna be. I don't think you can blame companies for that.
Yeah, but if
It's
people
not
are
though, right? Well, no, I know what you
I
mean
mean,
because the
people- I
aftermarket they're
think-
like a G.
Oh yeah, they were going for 1,800 at one point.
Yeah,
They were going for
yeah.
1,800. I was actually kicking myself I didn't buy more than one. But what we gotta all realize is that these companies are in it to make money, and they're all
course.
competing against each other right now. And as consumers, we have to really just look at it as we cannot like just invest, use our collections as our 401ks. We can't do that.
No,
that's
it doesn't.
that's
Not
done. We
anymore.
should have never been doing that. Especially not anymore. It just doesn't work like that anymore. And that's the problem. And it does suck because everybody wants to have something that's limited and is special and all that. But what these companies are like, they've been saying it for the longest time. Fuck your grails. And it's not just Hot Toys. Now it's HasLab. And
You think I'm not going to buy that Predator? Come on.
there
Dude,
you go.
I want to actually bring it up, but I want to
Speaking of
talk
which,
to you guys about that. Real
Have
quick.
any
Keep
of
going.
you guys watched Killer or Killers yet?
Not yet.
I still
not
haven't.
yet.
I gotta see it.
Dude, it's good.
I will watch it. But dude, damn it, Spock, man, my man, dude, 3 years of membership, dude. Appreciate it, man. Always, dude. Always, man. Love it. Love you, man. It's awesome, dude. So anyone hear that the Blitzway Ghostbusters is limited? I don't know what's going on with these things yet until they officially, which I think they'll do
Are they
tomorrow.
just repops of the? Because I have the originals.
Yeah,
No,
I think
we
we
got
all
new
do,
head sculpts.
or most of us. But well,
Are
saying, look, I don't know, dude. I don't want to speak uneducated here, but when they showed them off, was it WonderCon last year? I don't remember. When they were on display,
I think it was WonderCon.
they all looked like the same head sculpts, but 2.0 head sculpts. Like they looked updated, but the expressions were the same. And then they showed the other set of a new head sculpt for them.
Right.
So I think, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
then they have brass zippers and stuff like that on the
yeah. So they're
outfit.
they're updated. I mean, okay. These are different head sculpts, dude. These are the other ones I was telling you about, like the secondary head sculpts.
Yeah.
Right.
They had them like this, so we were like, oh shit, those are definitely new expressions. But then they showed them again that looked like the originals over here, right? Jay, you know,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
they looked kind of updated, but they were still kind of that original face,
mold.
but
Yeah.
slightly better. So I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I kind of got the impression that they're just swap out head sculpts, like just like
That's-
that.
Yeah. I think
That's
there'll be
what I'm
swaps.
thinking.
You'll get
Yeah.
like 8 or
Absolutely.
you know
So
2
you have
per
the original
figure.
with these new ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were showing the original heads. I think they were updated heads, but I don't know. Because they've been real hush hush. They've just been teasing shit, and then tomorrow I'm pretty sure that's when they're gonna drop it. You know, so yeah, exactly, Steven. Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow's technically Ghostbusters Day, so maybe tonight. You know, maybe during the
cool.
stream. I don't know. They may drop and then be like, oh shit.
Rumor
okay.
has it, even if not early, sometime next week. People are saying the end of this month. It's been so much, but this month is everybody's kind of saying this month we're going to hear something. We're going to hear
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I'm sure we have to
Yeah.
this month especially. Did I close this out? I want to bring this up real quick too before I move on because I didn't really talk to you, Jay or Mario. I know I watched you guys talk about you know, what have yous and stuff. But what do you think, man? Cool? Yay, nay?
I actually got it. Very easy cop.
Very easy.
Shit,
Yeah.
Mario knows it. This shit sat all damn
All night.
Yeah.
Shit,
night.
dude. We
Yeah.
were streaming on LWO last night. It was still available. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, till about 11.
I did.
Right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did gush all over this. Just
Yeah, you did. You went hard,
I
bro.
did. Yes, I did. I went hard in the paint that day. Yes. I mean, but I think, and you know what? I think the problem is a lot of people, like some people looked at this, and I think somebody left a comment on my page. It was like, "Am I the only one to think this looks silly?" And I'm like, "Of course it looks silly, but you got to know where it's from." And I was like, "Do you know where this is from? Do you know like the historic, you know where this suit lends to?" And I think a lot of people don't, and I think that's the problem. I do find it kind of funny that we were supposed to get the blue and yellow suit this week. That was the big rumor. And then they threw an artisan at us, and I find that kind of strange. Not strange, but just the fact that, like I was saying earlier, it's all about money. Everybody wants their money, wants your money.
Oh,
So,
yeah. It's never going to stop either.
It's never going to stop. But I think a lot of people are also. I think generally people think the figure is cool, but I think the artisan line, I'm not going to say it's in danger, but I think with that Darth Vader Sith Apprentice, I think that kind of rubbed people the wrong way. I think these artisan figures are rubbing people the wrong way, period, at this
Got
point.
my hand up.
There you go. It is. It's just people are kind of like.
He's in the same. So wait. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, dude. And we'll get back to this with Mario. But let me ask you guys this, because it's interesting. Do you guys feel there's too many artisans now to keep up? Never mind the fact that maybe you don't like messing with the hair and the eyes. The technical aspects aside. Do you guys feel like
I think it's
there's
not
too
enough.
many?
I think they need to produce. They need to really hone down and produce these things. Think about it. I have 10 artisans right now on pre-order, so that's like $500 something that went to Sideshow, and I'm still waiting. And of course we gotta wait for shit. But all the artisans that they released, and it's like every it's probably like 2 of these things going out a month, and we've only had 4 now artisan figures that have actually been released. And each one that have been released, it's been a little bit of controversy with it. I think for the most part, they look good. They definitely look good. I mean, I like the ones that I have.
No doubt.
But there's been, with the Joker, the hair, some people have problems with the hair falling out. Jack Sparrow, really, I think everybody hands down liked that one. That was fine. Recently with the with Scarlet Witch, some people didn't like the way it was styled and all that different shit. It's just
She does have like the curly thing, but I think you can futz with that. But I understand
you
your
can
concern.
futz with it.
But you know what else? This is like artisan is a gimmick, and along with artisan, you expect the costume to be better. This is a dual gimmick figure. You've got a cameo figure from Deadpool and Wolverine that's from a comic book. That if you haven't read the comic book, but the thing about it is the rest of the figure doesn't live up to the artisan name. Like it's a very simple costume, other than the fact that you have a body that's seamless. But the rest of the figure, aside from the hair, this figure I would have bought this figure if it was not artisan. If it was just a regular sculpted hair, I would have bought this figure, and I think it would make more sense because you could have made it half the price almost. You're only paying for those mutton chops. I mean, it's and the fact that they made the figure at all, but even the metal. I mean, I know it's comic and film accurate, but the severed hand, that they didn't even add any like extra detail to that. It looks pretty cheap. That flat. I mean, I know it's accurate to the film, but the rest of the figure doesn't fit with the artisan label, I don't think.
Also, do we know that it's pleather? It is pleather, right?
I'm assuming it is.
I hope not.
It's like, why are we paying for this, craftsmanship, expert craftsmanship, and we're getting pleather costumes, and we're not even getting metal claws. It's not even die-cast anymore. It's like, I don't know, what am I paying for exactly?
Exactly. Yep.
Well, Jay, you and I, we talked about this. I mean, even when the first one came out, when they first announced the back-to-back with the Joker and Anakin, remember? I mean, it seems it's been at least a couple of years now, I'm guessing, but it seems like yesterday. But like we were wondering, hey, is it going to be you know, just a styled rooted head and then it's Hot Toys from the neck down.
Yes.
You know, not in a
That's what it
bad
is.
way, but
Pretty
it's
much.
like, well, then what are you just paying for that hair? Is it a
Yeah.
gimmick, as Rob says, right? It's because it's not like, and I mean, I'll still stand by it. I mean, I really like in art, if I have to compare, if we're going with like a rooted style, and because it's head to toe, you know, well, you guys know, we all have some in art figures now, you know, the quality of the soft goods and the accessories. You're like, oh my God, okay, this does feel more premium overall, head to toe, the complete package. Whereas, yeah, you get your figure and your artisan, and you're like, okay, the hair's cool, sculpts are always great. There's no question about that with Hot Toys. But then neck down, you like you said, you're like, damn, it's still leather. This is still like a cheap plastic thing. I get it. So
it seems that they've only worked on the proportions and the tailoring, and that's cool. I get that, but I think what the problem is they really need to work hard on really committing to this artisan line. And you got Mario, you guys kind of hit on this. I was watching the replay this morning. You guys kind of hit on this last night a little bit, that they should really commit to having, you know, a company do like really have like just a team that does that rooted hair, and that's all that they do. Like really commit to that shit. And I think at first they were just filling this out to see how it would go, and then they saw how good it was going and the hype, and they were like, okay, we like money, let's just keep throwing these artisans out, we can make them look good. And I think that's what it is. And I think they will. I don't think the line is going to die or anything like that. I think it will get better over a period of time. But these first, it's just some things they needed to do. Yes, I shouldn't have. If you're going to give us an artisan Anakin, those tabards should have been that tunic and all that shit should have been leather. Hands down, should have been fucking leather. And at minimum, you need to fucking number these things. If you're going to tell them that there's 3,000, you need numbers on the fucking box. Sure. And that's what it is. Once they do that, this line will be a stellar line and maybe a worthy competitor to NR. But right now, NR is still supreme over them, and that's just what it is. It is.
Also, do you guys consider them DX releases? Because I'm like, what
No,
makes
not
these
at
guys
all.
DX?
Not at all.
You know,
not at all. Not at all. The only thing is, only one is worthy of a DX is Jack Sparrow. That's
Jack
it.
Sparrow. Yeah, right.
That's it. Yep.
Is it though? I mean,
Kind of.
That's even that's still a standard release. I mean, you get. I mean, yeah, you get a swap out faceplate.
You get that big. You get the wheel and all that stuff. You get a wheel and you get a themed base.
Yeah.
At the very least, and you get a lot of accessories.
But we get that with regular figures too, regular releases as well.
Well,
I mean, we still
from
get the
time to
intricate
time,
bases and
dude.
stuff like that.
Here's what I'll say, and I don't.
Yeah, like the
know
Batfleck 2.0, that's a DX to me. Like that comes with so much
The
stuff.
Spider-Man last swinging suit, that one too. The red blue suit.
Yep, that's true.
Well, yeah, but also think about back in the day, right, guys? A lot of us remember the days where like you get something older DXs, you were like, oh my God,
it was an experience, dude.
It was fucking cool, man. And that's not to say they're not cool now, but there's definitely like a shrinkflation thing going on, I think, right? Where you're, like you said here, like, how do I know what's a DX now? They've been just spitting things out like, oh, this is DX 28, and you're like,
you got like some hands. It's like, oh,
right. Because originally it was like the appeal to the DX at the time was you had rolling eyes, where almost everything did not have them. You know, it had to be a DX, and you get foam packaging, and sometimes a bit more or a lot more accessories, sometimes a second figure, you know, depending. So I and now that they were diluting that a little bit as the time has gone on with a bunch of just DXs just for the namesake, but now every figure has rolling eyes. So then you're like, okay, well, the majority of them, let's say, not every, but you know, like the majority of them have them now. So now we've got the artisan. I think they're great, but yeah, I mean, is it live up to? What do you think, CT? I mean, does it live up to it? Is it too much?
Hell no. Keep them coming. I mean, they'll get better. I just hope you guys are prepared to pay for what you're asking for. If you want leather goods and you want that stuff, they're not going to be 3, 7, and 5. They're going to move up towards in-art prices. So if
aren't they already there? Are they already asking that,
they're kind of there.
I mean, they're kind of there, but they're still going to go up. So, you know, if that's what you want, there's going to be a price for that, and that's where you're going to be at. I still think they're very good figures. I don't have a problem with any of my artisans. I'm not getting any of that flaking. I have the joke. I don't have hairs falling off or anything like that. So I've been happy. I get it. I don't understand their what is a DX, what isn't. I know.
I don't get it anymore.
Nobi came out. He was the first artisan that I think wasn't a DX. So I don't know why they label them the way they do. It doesn't seem like there's a consistent pattern there. So
not anymore.
I'm not concerned. I like what they're giving me. I'm on board with this. I'm on board with not every artisan that comes out. I'm not getting that low key. There's a couple of them that just don't appeal to me. But man, that Scarlet Witch, man, you let that go, Harry? Really?
I didn't even get her. I let the Black Widow go. Yeah.
Oh, the Black Widow. Yeah.
I still know.
That's
like,
I think that's
I'm
probably
pretty much
one of the
only paying for the head sculpt.
That Black Widow looked fucking great though.
And I don't know.
I think that might be one of the best.
Well, let
Isn't
me.
it shoot all
I
of
mean,
them?
comparing her, when I saw Justin's video, I ain't gonna lie. Comparing her to the Civil War version, I ain't gonna lie. I automatically took my Civil War version and put her up for sale because I was like, there was no comparison. It really wasn't. That artisan it looks amazing. Not just even the head sculpt, but the body, how they updated the proportions, everything. It's really is really good. But is it a DX? Hell no.
Right, but from a technical standpoint, they've improved vastly from back in the day. I think on a lot of stuff.
Sure,
absolutely.
Now bundled accessories and just the overall experience of unboxing, I think they've blacked. I think they've lessered.
Oh yeah.
I think they've lessered.
Oh, look who's here.
Leo, my man, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man? How you
Happy
doing,
Saturday, dude.
How's
Doing
it going,
good,
man?
What's up?
That's
good.
pretty good, man. Pretty good, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just got back from we had her daughter and her cousins because they graduated. They had like a little graduation party before that.
Oh, nice.
She wanted, we took her to we got a Reservoir Park here, and they played the first two Ghostbusters films for Ghostbusters Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, they did that. So she wanted to go to the park and just kind of celebrate that. So it was a good day, man.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
we were just riffing on, we were talking about that Weapon X or Age of Apocalypse one, but we started just talking about, and I put it in the chat, guys. Right now, you guys are like split. It's like 50-50 in the chat of. Do you feel like there's too many artisans now to keep up, or you like no? Give me more. Yeah. I'm just curious. Now, like a bunch coming out.
I mean, I think that's all things subjective, bro. For a lot of people, I mean, this is where they at right now. So, I mean, I just think that they should be careful. Put it that way, that they don't lean too much in on the artisan line.
Like they might oversaturate. Like
I think that they shouldn't. I mean, they tapped into something that's pretty good, but I think again, the problem is when you're looking at companies like Jazz Inc. and you're looking at companies like InArt, who are having these expanded, they're giving you a time release where you have a certain amount of time, and they gauge the pre-orders based off of that. And I think it's a smart tactic in that space, because who wants it, who doesn't. I mean, Hot Toys is gambling. Like, we saw this yesterday, bro. There just weren't that many people that were automatically interested in this figure. You know what I mean? Like, they, people, again, we're talking about Scott Liddell's run on, Age of Apocalypse back in '95. You know what I mean? And it was a character that was like unorthodox at that particular time. People, they received it well, but
But I think that was the story, though. That's
the story.
Everything was
well, exactly. And I was talking about this the other day. It was like a fun fact that the artist, I forget his name, the artist who created Weapon X, this version of Wolverine. The concept art for it was
Barry Windsor Smith.
Well, actually, remember the concept art for this was originally the new reinvigoration for Lobo. They passed on that art, in which Marvel picked it up, and this is where we got the iteration of the Weapon X program, or the Weapon X version of Age of Apocalypse.
Right.
So again, this was it's spectacular run. I mean, I love Age of Apocalypse, but not too many people knew about it. And then when you bring it into like Deadpool and Wolverine, you know, of course people saw it and was like, okay, yeah, it looked good on screen. But again, when you put that on the same screen as John Byrne's brown suit, then you already know that people are going to target that brown suit. That's what they wanted. You know what I mean? So if you'd have did that, this would have been a different story. I'm sort of glad that they didn't do it, because then there's a possibility we might just get a sculpted version of it, which I welcome, because I would rather get that over a, you know, Artisan Wool version, to be quite honest, because
100%.
you can't cheat the system. You can't cheat people who are really expecting it. And I think that people would love to have that suit. I just think that right now, bro, people are tired of the chase when it comes to Artisan and Artisan Run. And we're starting to see that. I mean, this didn't sell out until like early this morning, bro. Honestly. It was like early this morning.
Yeah, it was like late last night for us.
Late last night, early this morning is when it really hit to that wait list. And that's saying something, bro. I mean, you're saying that it was like 2,500 pieces at that time. You know what I mean? You normally, for an Artisan, 2,500 would go within the first hour, or you know, hour and a half,
Well,
whatever.
it's also the subject matter too, right?
Yeah,
Like I said, not many people know. But I also kind of think, though, in this situation, and I think CT, you mentioned this earlier too, is that these are the types, I think, and maybe you all agree, I don't know, are what are cool as an exclusive. It's an out there kind of, you know what I'm saying? I like
in the
that.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, like the Phantom Menace concept Darth Maul, right? I think stuff like that.
I love that figure, man.
Somebody got one of those this week, didn't they?
I did not, and people slept on that. They can continue to sleep on it, bro, because I love that figure. When you get it in hand, it's something totally different. I'm telling you, I love it. I've always loved that concept art. I mean, I have that book itself. But yeah, I mean, for this, I wanted it. I knew I wanted it. You know what I mean? Because of what it represented. I mean, that run was incredible. But I knew it was going to be kind of divisive amongst the community, man. Not too many people were going to want it.
Sure, of course.
You know what I mean? And there's some, you know, as good as it is, there are still some inaccuracies with this figure. A lot of them.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But, you know, for what it looks and to have it, you know what it is what it is. But I do think, in my humble opinion, bro, the Artisan Run is starting to take its toll on a lot of people. It is.
Are those inaccuracies versus like the comic version, or versus what Hugh Jackman in the movie? Is this accurate to Hugh Jackman in this suit in the movie, or are we?
It's probably most definitely accurate to what, as close as they could get to what we saw in film. I mean, that's what it is. Because you only got a chance to see it for like all of 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick kind of cameo.
20 to 30 seconds on screen. It was like a couple cut scenes in between. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is. Yeah, you can't.
But are they ever always accurate, though?
No,
I mean,
never. Never.
That's one of the things we always hear about. I mean, that's one of the.
I was shocked.
Go ahead, Jay.
I ain't even gonna lie with how the fandom and how the community reacted with this, and it stayed. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I thought the love for Wolverine and Jackman would have, you know, carried this figure. That's why I was like, when in my initial reaction video, I was like, 2,500. That's low. That's low.
Like low
but
number
but it proves that Hot Toys knew what they were doing, because I mean, it took a while for this thing to sell. So I was wrong, you know. But I thought that, you know,
it took less than 24 hours, man.
Yeah.
I know you're comparing it to how things sell out. Like I said, I don't know if they kept bots out or what, but they could only get one, and it was less than 24 hours.
But
and they're gone.
You know what, CT, though? I'm comparing this to, okay, so for instance, I'm comparing this to what it would have been for us to get an exclusive. All right, for instance, I'll give you an example. When we name a clone that we got. A clone that we got that was released as an exclusive, but it took a while for it to hit, you know, Waitlist. I'm comparing the two because normally we don't see a artisan line, slow down when it comes. That's the thing that was a tad bit. It was just not jarring, but it was I didn't really expect it. I thought this would sell out like the first
Now,
hour.
I can't remember, but did Kenobi hang for a little bit, or did he? I don't think he sold right out.
Pretty sure he sold out immediately, right?
No, the artisan.
He was there for a minute.
The artisan portion of it sold, but the sculpted version was the one that hung around for a minute.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem.
Well, also sorry.
No, go ahead, Harry. I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when you look at the Cody 2.0 and the Airborne, they were both exclusives, right? And they went like immediately.
Yeah.
They released it like 2 a.m. That's why it sat for a little bit. But if they released that in the morning, that would have went in like 2 hours tops.
Yeah.
And they had no queue for that.
But you know what I think also CT brings up a great point too about them cracking down on the bots, because the way that new system is, we've seen it with Obi-Wan and we saw it with this right here. I think they boosted up their security and pushed out a lot of bots too as well. So that could be a thing. I mean, the interest probably wasn't there as well, which is why it was slow. But I also think they pushed out a lot of those bots that we were seeing in the beginning. Like, I think this new system is. We have to see what other, when another release happens. But I think this new system is
something that's more
system is good.
man.
Well, I also think, dude, like you guys all bring up great points, and everybody in the chat, I've been reading and trying to bring your comments up as well. But I think, kind of to take back what Leo was saying, is that they've kind of given us an expectation. That doesn't mean it's reality, but I think we have an expectation now where a lot of the artisans have gone like quick. So even though CT, right, it still took 24 hours about to go, by our expectations, right, from what we've seen in the previous, that's a long time. I know it's not, right, it's a day, it's still sold out, but right, like as all these other ones would have been, a lot of them are gone in 45 minutes, waitlisted, right? 2 hours waitlisted. So I get that, where people are like, oh my god, it's still here, when really it's still like a short amount of time. It's a fucking day, but by comparison. So I get that, but again, it's it's content. It's
had this been that, I'm telling you, bro, had this been that brown John Burns suit, it would have went in 45 minutes. Literally.
Probably, and then that's still likely coming.
That would have went. That would have went quick, and we know that was coming. But I just think that this was unexpected for a lot of people. No one saw this coming. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't see
Thursday notification. Friday, it was up.
If
you blinked, you've got to stay tuned these days, man.
Well,
figure in like 2 days. Boom, bang.
Yeah.
Well, I think the pressure, right, that we're all feeling, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like it is a new added pressure that we all have to adapt to as collectors, because prior to that, we didn't have Artisan. We were just like, oh cool, a DX came out. But now that's like nothing really. So now it's like, oh shit, it seems like every week, every 2 weeks, there's another.
Look, now I've got something to go with my Wolverine.
You do?
Like that figure. I've been moving him around.
Trying to figure out where to put him.
But now the Wolverine collection's coming together.
Did you get this, CT?
What's that?
Did you get this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. My son secured this.
Oh,
this is number 2. This is number 2. My son is in play. He's demonstrated he can get in there. He can secure the goods. I was on a plane coming back from Chicago. I was sweating bullets, and Dad, don't worry, I got it. Number 239 in the queue.
Word.
Thank you, Will. I love you, buddy.
Bro, that was the first time I was number 53 in the queue, bro. I was like, wow, that's incredible, bro. I never thought I would be there, but I was honestly, bro, out of the announcements, because that announcement came, but I was more excited about the announcement that we got late Thursday night going into Friday morning about the ballerina. I was excited about that, bro.
Have they shown the figure yet?
Not yet. I can't wait.
Did anybody check on Bob?
He's in the chat.
Is he okay?
I'm not sure if he's seen it yet or not.
Are
I'm
you
sure
going
he
to make
did.
a ballerina John Wick too?
He was probably already trying to make one
Man.
before they made the announcement, bro.
He was. He's waiting on one that never. Yeah, he was.
I'm sure he's got one.
Yeah,
he probably already has one coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. They may do another John Wick there too. Why not? You know. But I want to move it along a little because I didn't talk about this either, man. Because I was gone last week. And Jay, you mentioned just to kind of segue to it, how some people were saying, you know, the inaccuracies of this and that, and we hear it all the time, and I've especially been hearing it a lot with the Predator. And I get it. He's not as tall. I mean, I get it, man. I love Predator, but I'm still stoked, dude. I mean, I still have
my
mine.
original Predator.
You got rid of him?
Yeah, I sold Dutch. Sold the Predator.
Oh, well, I'm excited, and I'm likely gonna sell my Predator, just because of that. Because this one to me is superior.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one totally looks good, but it needs to be bigger. Yeah. Kevin Peter Hall was like 7 feet, and then in the costume he was like damn near 8 feet, and then you have him next to Arnold, who is 6'1".
Yeah,
he could be a little taller. I get it. But for what it is, it looks great. And I think everybody, you know, I think there's going to be a lot of people that's going to buy this. But I think we're at a point where people, let me ask y'all a question. This does look superior, but I have the 1.0 back there, and they say it's a new specialized body, but it's not a lot of difference. It's some differences, but not a lot of them. To be quite honest, with you. Just from looking at it, it's not a lot to my eye. So I think that's what the problem is. I think some people wanted a little.
For me, it's are we still on joint, like single bend joint, elbow joints, guys? I feel like we're past that, right?
Predators are tricky though, dude. I'll play advocate there. Predators are kind of tricky, dude. Jay, you know, having this, Rob, you've had it before. It's just the way their arms aren't regular arms.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for it. They probably could do it, but like when the elbow bends straight, it's like some of the arm kind of covers, and it's weird. Yeah, it's hard to explain, dude. It's hard to explain, like, because all the Predators I've had, I'm there with you. Where I'm like, I kind of wish it was, you know, double or doesn't look
silicone, or they could do what they did with Venom. You know, give us that rubber.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
like you want a rubber fucking Predator. I don't know
the problem too
just the arm
is the mesh suits, the armor, all that stuff interferes, and it can be fragile too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to this figure, these Predator, and the first look. Hot Toys began with making Alien Warriors and Predator figures, but they were called Predator figure kits.
You had to put them together.
You used to have to put those things. Yeah, you had to put the metal suits on those Predators, man, and that was not fun.
No,
I remember you had to. I didn't have one, and I remember you had to put it together almost with no tutorials.
Yeah, right.
Like,
that's right.
That was it was crazy, and I didn't have it. I just saw it, and I was like, well, yeah, I
those
really
are all
don't have a dog in this
AVP
fight.
Predators.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Look, Jar Jar. See, look at
that was done.
Speaking of Dylan, though, real quick, dude. Thanks, my man. Always, man. Celebrating 27 months, dude. Was saying the Cody drop scares me. Was that a mistake? I don't know, bro. No, it's not, because you have your Cody, and you really didn't need that one. You know, you didn't need that Cody. You didn't need it. He didn't need it. He doesn't need it.
He did.
Yeah,
I got him too. Yeah.
I know, but it's just,
even though I had the 1.0 and I made a Phase 1 helmet for him already.
I know, but I mean, I understand. But also, Moose Stream, my man, dude, celebrating a year, brother, dude, appreciate it, always, dude. Do the math. Is not, yeah, he is he's totally shorter, but
he's coming home, man.
He's coming home, man.
Coming home. I canceled my feral. Just oh my god!
Whoa,
once this thing was teased, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm backing off the feral. This is the one I need. I don't need every Predator When they sell me one that's actual size, I'll order that too. I'm excited to have this. Looks great, man.
Well, and I'll say this, man, because I've got the one from the 2010 movie Predators, right? And it's the classic Predator is what it was called. Jay, I think that's the one that you have.
That's the one I have. Yep.
Yeah. It is the closest that we've had to a Jungle Hunter from Hot Toys. There's a lot of great modders out there. The Predator scene is huge. So there's kudos, man, to a lot of those guys. They make all the accurate stuff for all the different types of Predators. But from Hot Toys themselves, that was the closest we did. I think this is better. This is closer. No, it's not where maybe I'd like it to be height wise, but I don't think it's enough for me to. I mean, teach their own, right? I get it. I mean, a lot of us do say, hey, well, we're paying this much money, we want accuracy, this or that, and that's totally fair. That I'm not discrediting that opinion. It's just for me, I'm like, I'm good with this, bro. When I see this, I still am like, this is Predator, man.
All of it. It's like it's been Terminator, Predators, and Xenomorphs. Oh my! I mean,
couldn't be happier, bro.
Great year. What a great year.
Yeah, Tokenator, bro. I mean, like it's so like he has so many Predators. He knows, and I'm just kind of sticking with my classics. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was like, remember, like in 2021 and 2022, we was praying for all this stuff. Remember?
Yes.
That? Remember
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
It's here.
So we got it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think, dude? I mean, is this not? This ain't gonna be for everybody. I mean, Rob, you said you sold it. Are you picking this one up then, or?
Yeah, I want to get it back.
Yeah.
I sold my Predator and Dutch. If they make another Dutch, I would buy it.
Yeah.
Just because they were the kind of. You know what the funny thing was is I had so many Predators because I was buying Hot Toys back when they first came on the scene, and back in the mid-aughts, and the Predators are really cool, but you get tired of them after a while. There weren't very many Hot Toys figures out. You had Predators and Aliens and Rockies and things like that, and it was like they kept making Predators, and I still have like 4 different Predator figures.
There's a lot. Yeah. But I mean, if you're a Predator fan, that's fucking
I
cool.
mean, I was a fan of the movie, the first Predator, but I liked the AVP Predators that they put out just because they were cool.
Of course.
But then again, it was all it comes back to that was when Hot Toys only had a few things out, 20 years ago.
Right.
I mean, isn't Hot Toys? Because I must have bought my first Hot Toys 2003-4.
Damn.
That's when they were. That's when they were.
It's their 25th anniversary this year.
It is okay.
Yeah,
because I still have their George Lucas figure.
Yeah, the director.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't
Well,
that
you're gonna see this Predator with an Age of Apocalypse Wolverine going up against each other. That
would be. I mean,
that's gonna be
that would be fun, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Totally.
Hey, I know you're probably grabbing
Predator going up against Affleck 2.0.
Oh, yeah. Even though you and I, Jay, have the original, this is badass, dude.
Oh no, he's going in.
And the way they have the changing mandibles on the face and all that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this is and like they all do. To be fair, if you guys don't have Predators out there, but what I think is cool is that they threw in that concept helmet and the additional skulls. I'm like, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool, man.
I love that base. I don't care.
It's really neat.
Yeah, me
I really
too.
like that.
Me too.
I hope they make some Predators from the new animated movie, Killer of Killers.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
There's a couple of different Predator designs. They're cool.
Ooh, well, maybe they will. I mean, you never know, dude. Lael, I don't think this is coming home for you though, right?
Oh no, it is.
Oh, it is. I wasn't sure.
Oh no, it is.
I know it is, but and that's only because, like I said, I mean, I was the IP has always been interesting for me. I mean, watching movies, in the 80s and, attaching yourself to, what we got and how good it was. I think what kind of, it even intensifies the curiosity and just like the excitement for it is if you did watch, Killer of Killers and how they're tying so many things in together. It's incredible. Yep. You said you haven't seen it yet, Anthony.
No,
right?
I'm gonna try to watch
Did you like
it?
Yeah,
so I loved it.
It's so great.
You know what? What made me? I loved it. Loved it, but it took the end for me, the very end, for me to jump out of my seat and be like, okay,
Shh, don't tell.
okay, exactly. I'm not, and that's like, okay, okay, now. Now you got my fullest attention on this, and it's going to be incredible. And
I just wish it was in theaters. I would have.
Yeah, it would have been dope. It would have been incredible. The animation style, again, like I'm loving the latest animation style where people are able to take it. But nah, man, this definitely right here, bro. Because I hadn't had it, and if I didn't get it, Dockinator would be on my back. Anyway,
I would too, because I wasn't sure. I was like, well, I know you like the movie, but I didn't know if it was like a Back to the Future thing, you know, where you're like, I like it, but
it you know what it is, bro? With honestly, it was Killer of Killers, but it was also you know, right now reading up on the latest Avengers versus Aliens run, and then on top of that, the Wolverine versus Predators run that we actually got in the comics. You know, both of those, you know, were absolutely incredible, phenomenal stories. Even Batman versus the Predator was incredible, bro. Those runs, you know, were, you know, again, there you can see like they're trying to bridge the gap and just bring them in, and it just makes so much sense that they would do it. These are, you know, it's like the Predator is able to break the fourth wall in so many different aspects, man, and that's incredible. But yeah,
I suppose that would help, yeah.
Yeah, and it does, bro. And they've been planning for this, man. And the thing is, I'm loving. I mean, right now, bro, Predator and Aliens fans are eating, bro, because that Aliens Earth looks incredible.
It
bro.
looks
I cannot
incredible.
Wait.
Yeah,
it looks
I want to see that.
absolutely phenomenal, bro. And the way we would want to do it, and I think it's a smart idea. Getting the announcement that they're starting production soon on Alien Romulus 2. I'm excited about that. Look, Alien and Predator fans are eating good right now, bro. They are, and then I think that, you know, for Hot Toys to capitalize on something like this, it makes sense. So yeah, I mean, again, I don't bro, I got chewed out you know, when I just gave my honest assessment of it during my review, and that's because, again, I'm not, and I made it a point to say I have no dog in the fight to tell you what's accurate and what isn't accurate. I can only tell you that this looks fucking great, and I just left it at that. So I don't have a dog. Don't. And I try not to even chime in when it comes to like those comments about inaccuracies and what's most accurate and who has a doctorate degree about what's the most accurate piece. I don't, bro. I don't get in on that. I'm just like,
That's
if it
the
looks
hard
good
thing
to me.
about this community is we have experts, like there are Predator, Terminator experts.
And
it's so funny though.
And I'm not.
It's 6 scale, so it's inaccurate by definition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's
I know
6 scale.
There's only so much that they can actually do in 6 scale form.
Sure,
You know
I mean,
what
when you shrink them down,
and I believe them, man. When our guys come forward and they say, "Hey, man, this is off," or that's, I believe them.
I believe
but,
them. But I just,
I don't. I'm not going to charge up that hill with them. You know, I got their back. Listen, I mean, I'll agree with them, but I can't hate on what Hot Toys delivers, man.
Yeah, you can. You can.
They've improved the one before it. Is it exact? Did they go the length? Maybe not. You know, maybe it could be taller. I see that now that I've seen some graphics, man. But this thing's gonna look killer in my collection.
That's
and
it.
I'm,
that's it, bro. I know why I want it. I know what I'm gonna utilize it for, and that's it. I can care less about the inaccuracies because I leave that to the pros. I leave that to y'all. Me, I just think it looks dope, and to have one in my collection, a classic run on it, I'll take it, bro. And if they decide to fix it, oh yeah, okay, cool. I probably won't even notice it in the first place. So, you know, it is what it is.
No, I feel you, man. Mario though, I know Mario, you gotta wrap here in a sec, dude. But did you have any? I know you talked about this a little bit last night as well. But any thoughts you want to share with everybody on this?
No, just in general, like what everyone was saying, for all the inaccuracies, I still think it's a good looking figure. To me, there's very little differences when I compare this to the original one. There's very little minor differences that I've seen between the two. But either way, I mean, it's way overdue for an update. You know, considering the modern paint apps, modern technology that they're implementing into the figures these days.
Yeah.
And plus, too, we got the concept mask on this thing too, man. So that's dope.
Well, and let's not forget this Predator has rolling eyes.
That too. Yeah, that too. Like I just said, all the modern.
So you can roll the eyes of the fans who are complaining about inaccuracy.
No, dude, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
But here,
all the modern benefits of modern technology, man. You know, so it's great to have that actually implemented.
My problem is, bro, that mask is so fucking awesome. On the right, you know, that like.
Does it light up?
Yeah, it still has
That you
the
need
same
two.
plug. Well, no, I don't need two.
You need the display too.
If I keep my original Predator, you know,
Oh yeah, I see.
I'd be okay because it's like the mask to me is so awesome that I would miss the rolling eyes feature, you know, because I want the mask on. But I have the other one, so we can do that. It's cool to have
second one,
rolling
so you can
eyes.
just play without the mask.
Yeah, so maybe I will keep that one then. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I don't need three. I don't need three, Charlie. It would be cool, but no, there's too much stuff, dude. But Mario, you do have to get going.
Yeah, I gotta head out, man. I just got some stuff that's actually going on right now. My phone's blown up, you know. So
no worries, bro.
Yeah,
No worries, man.
Now, so no, it's good to see everybody tonight, man. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
And,
man.
good to see you, Mario.
Always.
See you guys there.
All right, bud.
Have a
All
good
right,
night.
I will
Have a
talk to
good
you
night.
soon, man.
Later.
You have a good rest of your night. All right, my man.
You know what? Real quick though, I gotta say another thing too, bro. If you didn't, like, if you're somebody on the fence about any of these IPs, whether it's Predator, Aliens, or any IP in general, bro, if you have no plans, if you're trying to talk yourself out of it, the one person you never want to listen to, because of their knowledge of the lore, because of their knowledge of just film in general, is fucking Robert Robinette. Don't listen to him. If you don't want to buy this shit, because I'm telling you, bro, when he goes on the tangent and you listen, he makes it make so much fucking sense and interesting that, you know, I'm like, fuck, now I gotta buy it, bro, because it just makes so much sense now, and it just makes you feel good that, I mean, look at Chuck, he's like, right, you don't want to listen. Don't listen to him, bro. Like, just tune it out.
It's true.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. As somebody who's been buying toys for the better part of 50 years, you know, licensed IP, when I was a kid, and this is the first time, when I bought the first Kenner TIE Fighter for the Star Wars figures.
Now you're gonna make me get a Kenner TIE Fighter.
No. It was white. It was white.
Yeah, it was all
the
white.
wings were too small. They were too far apart. And it had this dumb spring-loaded thing when you make it explode, and the wings would just
fall off. Yeah,
they would just flop down. And when my mom, it was really hard to get at first, and my mom found it. There was a friend and I, this guy Jimmy Fiddler and I were both collecting figures, and his mom would find something and buy two so I could have one, or my mom would find something and buy two so he could have one. And when I got the TIE Fighter, I opened it up and I looked at it and I'm like, why can't they make this look like it looks in the movie? I mean, it's the wrong color. And then, of course, they did later. I mean, Kenner did go back, and then when Kenner disappeared, they'd go back and redo all the Star Wars vehicles for the 3 3/4 inch figures and make them much more accurate. But when I was a kid, it always made me so angry that they thought kids were stupid. And like, why didn't they make the TIE Fighter the right color?
Right color.
And over the decades, we now have reached a point where, like, I had the old Corgi, the little Corgi Lotus Esprit submarine car from The Spy Who Loved Me.
Damn.
I am building right now a 1/8 scale model of the Wet Nelly from The Spy Who Loved Me. It's an Agora model. It's 1/8 scale, and it's huge, and it lights up. The dashboard lights up. The propellers spin. It's got a remote control. It is so awesome. And I think to myself, how far we have come. And I watched a review of it, and someone said, well, in the movie, the missiles that it fires, the torpedoes, were actually not red.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he was talking about this inaccuracy, how the missile was red. I'm like, paint it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
That's it.
Maybe it's like a different kind of torpedo today. You know, you just don't know. But the fact that I can get a 1/8 scale Wet Nelly, a submarine car from The Spy Who Loved Me, when I had a little dinky little Corgi toy from.
Well, I mean, by comparison, yeah, I agree. Right, from what we had back in the day, 20.
But even Hot Toys over the last 25 years, when you look at the first Hot Toy compared to now, there's no comparison.
None. None.
Oh yeah.
None.
Oh yeah.
None.
Yeah.
Speaking of 007, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, no, because I was gonna bring it up anyway, and you know, it's It's let me just point out, at least it's cool that we're seeing some cool stuff. Yes, it's Marvel, but it's still it's an Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, very cool. Another Predator,
I can't wait to see how deep
cool.
they get into this line.
Now James Bond, right? That's my point. I'm glad this is stuff that we've wanted, right?
I would have been
Give us
so
a mix of
much
stuff.
more excited if it was a Roger Moore, if it was a Sean Connery, Timothy Dalton.
Sure, if
this was from Skyfall, I would have lost my fucking mind because I love Skyfall is my favorite James Bond movie. So, and I get it. It makes sense that they did No Time to Die. I get it, but that damn tailoring is just.
We don't know, man. If this tailoring is like, well, I didn't get to John Wick because I fucking couldn't. But the Kane from John Wick, I'm assuming the John Wick is also as great as the Kane is, and that tailoring is really good.
The stitching is just that just doesn't look like a $5,000 suit, and I know it's not because it's on a 1/6 scale figure, but it's a figure that doesn't come with a lot, and it's James Bond. The suit is every fucking thing.
So you think it needs to be a little more?
If NR did this would just be on a whole nother level. And I get it. It's Hot Toys. It's not NR, but we're talking about direct competition. So I mean, come on.
I think when it comes out, it'll look even better.
I believe so. I think so. I do.
I want an Artisan patch, Wolverine patch to come out, and I want him to have a better suit than this.
Okay, that's fair. That would be really cool. But I don't know. Okay, so maybe there's a stitching. I don't know. Inaccuracies or the discrepancies aside, though, just for the sake of the figure, it's kind of cool that Hot Toys has the 007.
Yeah, I just wonder what they're going to do with it. They could do a lot of things with it.
They could.
A lot of gadgets, a lot of cars, a lot of, come on, give us some vehicles.
I also agree with you, Jay, but I understand the business. I'm not saying you don't. Through their eyes, I understand why they would go with this. How many kids or younger adults are?
Yeah, I don't think this line's going to sell for them.
Plus a Sean Connery or a Roger Moore, they might be like, "What is this?" Like, I'm just saying.
Hot Toys. But see, this is the thing that pissed me off. Hot Toys, and I know they're kind of a different company now, but there was a time back in the day, and I know Rob knows about this. They would do they did a Bruce Lee, on the set of a movie. They
did a Vito Corleone from The Godfather.
There you go. It's like they have these are adult toys figures. Make some, throw us a bone here and there. They take risk every now and then. They're calculated risk, but I think they could take that risk.
Well, real quick, I just think that.
But isn't that this though? Isn't that? I mean, to get a 007 figure, and I know it's not. That's the thing. Everyone's got different. Everyone's bond is a different bond, so they had to start somewhere,
right?
But I know we're always asking, why don't they give us something different? Isn't that this?
Here's the thing. I'm a huge James Bond fanatic, and Big Chief Sideshow had an incredibly deep. I mean, obviously it was 20 years ago, but they had a very deep Bond line. They did a great job with Bond. They did a Thunderball figure with Connery in the wetsuit and he's wearing the motorized thing. My worry with the Bond line for a company like Hot Toys is this is not toyetic. And if you want, James Bond in a suit is cool, but how many Hot Toys customers are going to buy a character that's in a tux?
John
and
Wick.
while I'd love to get all the figures, I really would, because I'm a lifelong James Bond fan. I just worry that if they don't make this line dynamic, because if you think about all the different outfits that Bond has, if they made all the Bonds in tuxes, that would be kind of something cool you could put on the shelf if you were a Bond fan. But what else are they going to do with this line? If Bond is only ever going to be, because a lot of the time Bond is not, he's wearing tuxes when he goes to the Casino Royale or something, but he doesn't just wear a tux. Sure. And so often, Sideshow did a really good job. Their figures, were early Sideshow figures, so the face sculpts weren't the best. The paint ops certainly were very primitive compared to now, but they would always pick Bonds. They did tuxes, but they put them in other costumes, other outfits that were more dynamic and more toyetic and more collectible. And I just worry that if they're coming out with this figure in a tux, which is great, but is this going to sell? I mean, I think this head sculpt's not quite there, but it's not bad. People say it looks like Putin. I don't think it looks
Can't
like
stop seeing it now. That's what somebody said it, dude.
Man, it does not look like.
I mean, I just put it in the chat.
You guys are
He got
rough,
a
man.
little bit of Putin going on there.
Whoever said it, I was like, oh, fuck.
But
no.
if you look at it, this is a pretty great representation of Daniel Craig.
It still is, but I still kind of like.
I still see
I was
Putin,
listening
though.
to look. I was listening to Rob, and you were making good points, and then I got to this photo, and I hear Rob talking, but it just turned to snow for a minute because I tunnel visioned into this photo, man, and I was like,
that's big.
I get it.
I
I
was
get
like-
the joke.
And also, but
Look, I cut his hair off.
this is a really look at how great this sculpt is, though.
it
Yeah,
does, it
for
does.
sure.
But at
when
the
you-
end of the
when you
day,
cut the
how many
top of the
people
hair
are going to
off-
want a guy in a suit? I've got a third party
not
figure
Putin.
right there. You know,
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
it does look good though. It does. It just
I
there's
think-
similarities.
It for this though, man, like, because I thought about this the other day. I was like, why? Because it was a conversation that a lot of people were having, like, okay, why would they start with Daniel Craig first? And I think it makes sense because
He's relevant.
we
right?
got to remember it's highly relevant because you got to remember, like, it's a totally different deck. It's a totally different era, and there's a lot of people that don't even know about Sean Connery. There's a lot of people that don't know about Roger Moore. You know, there's a lot of people that don't even know about Lazenby, bro, at all. You know what I mean?
Or
So, you know what I
Timothy
mean? There's
Dalton,
people,
you know.
or Timothy Dalton, there's people that don't know about these individuals. If you would have dropped them first, they'd have been like, okay, who, you know, I can just imagine some people who aren't diehard fans just saying, like, who is, but because Daniel Craig is most recognizable right now as the Bond that everybody knows, recently, it made sense that they started with this one. And when you look at the actual photos that I think, what's his name, JC Hong put up, then you can really see, you look at it, you can really see how good this head sculpt is.
Yep.
Because they didn't take any liberties in the space of like photoshopping or adding filters or anything like that. And it looks good. I think it looks absolutely.
I mean, look at that right
excellent.
there. That is that's great.
Yeah, that's great. I think the only thing is, bro, it's a standalone figure right now. It's
Right
a
now.
standalone figure with no companion piece and nothing else to really attach itself to. Not to say that you won't have people who will buy it, but I'm just saying it's going to be hard to fit in most people's collection. You know what I mean? Because they're going to probably try to say, okay, well, where? I mean, you can put it with John Wick and everybody else right now because that's, you know what I mean, pretty much all the representation that you have of people in like a classy looking suit. I do agree, though, is the stitching on this is that's sightly. And I'm hoping that they can get that a tad bit better. But other than that, man, I think that head sculpt is golden, bro. I think it's a solid piece. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I'm just like, I don't know what I would do with it. Yeah,
I'm gonna pose him with my The Wolverine figure who comes in that cool black suit.
Yeah, I mean, you could have fun and be creative with it, you know. And if you guys are into Bond, then.
But it's
honestly,
interesting. This is their first launch from a brand new license. This couldn't have been cheap. And as Lael pointed out, you know, he's been Bond since 2006, so it's been 2 decades.
It has been
2 decades that
crazy,
we've had
dude.
Craig as Bond. There's been no other Bond, and if you were 10 years old and started watching Bond, you're 30 now.
Bro, he's been clapping cheeks since 2006, bro. Like straight up.
Yeah. Well, look,
he's clapping so much, bro.
This is why I like companies like Caustic Plastic, because Caustic Plastic would have gave us those classic Bonds off the break.
Well,
And
Big
I
Chief
liked it.
was giving us those.
They were, and then they went under. But here's the thing, though.
Or just one last thing I
Go
want to
ahead.
put in. Or it
Go
would have
ahead.
been real nice to see. And look, I get it. Like they want to make sure that this is always a test run. Let's be honest, it is a test run. That's why they went with the current Bond. They got him out there. But it would have been nice. Imagine to see him in that suit, like next to a car or something like that.
Of course. I get
just
that.
been that. Yeah, just would have been. That's it.
I would just say that from what Lael was saying is that sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Is that it makes sense because he's been relevant the past 20 years as Bond.
Yeah.
It's it's their first figure into the IP, Hot Toys. So buy it, support it if you're into James Bond, right? And that's gonna show them. Because you're right, they may not drop that. Yeah, Caustic will, because Caustic's great in that. That's they go Fabio and his team over there, they do awesome old school stuff. That's that's awesome. So of course they're they can dip into that and be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. Of course
What's
Ghostbusters can do
interesting
this.
though
It's
about
awesome.
this figure is technically in No Time to Die, James Bond is not 007.
Exactly.
That's right.
Lashana Lynch is. And boy, how quickly they're going to make that figure.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
I'm sorry. I'd love to get if they had a Lashana Lynch figure, or they made if they do a ballerina figure, give me an Ana de Armas from No Time to Die.
I cannot wait. And her in that red dress, bro. Listen. Here's the only person that actually right now has a really, really decent head sculpt of Lashana Lynch right now is Bob Dylan. He has a head sculpt of Lashana Lynch dressed as Captain Marvel from
it's amazing.
Madness, and it's incredible. He can do it. He can definitely do something like that.
I'd say, speaking of Bob, he had just sent me this photo from the collectibles of this Daniel Craig.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Thoughts?
But doesn't it look like the much? I don't want to say younger, but like a younger version of Daniel Craig.
He looks more like the Quantum of Solace Daniel Craig.
Yeah, bro. Yes.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Solace. Yeah,
Casino
Quantum of
Royale.
Solace.
All that. Yeah, bro.
Yep. I agree.
But amazing.
Totally agree.
Still.
It looks good.
It's great.
By the way, Master Replicas did pick up. It's Big Chief Studios didn't. They had licenses, but they picked up what Big Chief Studios was going to make, like other Doctor Who stuff. They have 2 new Doctor Who figures that are coming out, which is cool for them. Big Chief, their stuff's kind of hit and miss. I have their Bond stuff, but it was hit and miss.
They were expensive too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know everything's going up, but they were expensive. I was like, fuck, man, these are a lot at the time.
I got screwed by them because I had a John Koenig figure from Space 1999 on pre-order that I'll never get back.
They weren't the company that made John Lennon, right? No, that's Molecule 8. Never mind.
No, yeah. But I'm just saying, by comparison, I can kind of see where people are like, well, I'd like it a little bit better, but it still looks good. I think one of the other problems too, man, is these photographers, which is nothing like a slight on them, but like we're dealing with macro lenses to really get close to these head sculpts, and a lot of those get softer, especially really nice lenses. I have nice lenses like that. Can happen. My point is that we see this all the time with photos from Hot Toys, right? These close-ups, we scrutinize the hell out of them, and then we get it in hand, and we're like, oh wait, it's so much different in natural lighting and in your hand versus I'm trying to do studio lights, and I'm getting in here with this macro lens, and some of the depth of field will start to blur and smooth it. And I'm not saying that's always the case, but that happens a lot. And you guys know, everybody in the chat knows, when you get something in hand, you're like, fuck, this is pretty.
It looks good, bro.
awesome.
Like it always looks good, but it helps in once we get a chance to see it in like a cinematic format. Hint, Harry.
Hey.
So, like,
Feel free to send me your figures.
Harry be making me mad, bro. I'm sorry, you do, bro.
I appreciate it.
Damn, Nightwing lost 2K in Doctor Who pre-orders when Big Chief went under. Fuck, bro. Nothing you do,
bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's terrible.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked with it. I think this is cool that we're getting Bond, and I don't know, Harry. I mean, are you getting this? I mean, I would say we grew up with this sort of then, right? This is your Bond, technically.
I feel like I've been negative all day. I feel like I should just keep my mouth shut this time.
All right. Well, we can.
Otherwise,
move on.
I feel like Rob would kill me. I think.
No. I want to hear. Go ahead, dude. Tell me.
I don't know. I've just never really been a Bond guy.
Okay.
Even though I grew up watching these movies, I never saw Daniel Craig as Bond because he just looks like a bully to me. And I feel like Bond's supposed to look a bit more sophisticated. I don't know. He looks like he would not be happy with me just being in front of him. And I just
That's fair.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what? Honestly, bro, I met him one single time in Sydney, Australia, bro, and he's the nicest dude you'll ever meet.
Okay. Well,
he is.
Yeah,
he is the nicest dude that you will ever meet. Really casual, laid back. but he is one of the nicest dudes that you'll ever meet. I met him when he was filming what was that film called? It was with him and Kylo Ren.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver and somebody else. I think it was him and Channing Tatum, I believe, was in that movie as well. I think it was all three of them. I believe it was a movie that they actually did when he broke him out of prison or something. I forget.
Oh yeah, that's Logan Lucky.
Yeah, Logan Lucky.
Oh yeah, with the race car.
Soderbergh
thing,
did that. That was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met him because they actually filmed, and they needed to do like audio for it. They had to do like an additional audio. So when I worked at 301 Studios, we helped do some of the audio backing on it and then send it off. So. But he was cool as shit. Like he's a cool, laid back dude, bro. He's not at all. Even if you see him in person, you hear him talk. He's just not the Bond person you think he is, bro.
Right. No, I'm sure. He's bro. Yeah. It's just.
What do you?
Well,
and I totally get that, and it's just, it's cool to get Bond, I think, and I'm not too. CT, I didn't even really talk to you about this either, man. Like. This thing?
Hell no. No, man. It's a good figure, man. What am I gonna do with this in my collection?
I know.
Put him on a clone. Make
well,
CT
you could.
double,
you can make the stormtrooper.
Theoretically, Daniel Craig
what do you have back there? We can turn him into a trooper.
Yeah, he was in Force Awakens.
What am I gonna do?
He was a stormtrooper in Force Awakens, wasn't he?
He was.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
You got to put him in a stormtrooper suit. But you can get a head sculpt and put him in a stormtrooper suit.
Yeah, that would be great.
He was a younger man.
That would be Knives Out. That was good.
Listen,
that was good.
I've been praying for something to come that I could just pass on. You know what I mean? And this is it. And I'm just like happy that you guys are happy to have your 007 because
go and get the CT. Go and get that. Use that CT 603 card, bro. Go and get it.
No, we're past that.
Nah, go
past
on.
That. Don't shut us down. It's over.
Yeah, that's right. I can't show this anymore.
It's over.
Right.
It's over. Get out of your parents' basement. You're gonna pay for your own figures now. No CD cards, no nothing.
Right?
Go get that OT for the HT.
Put Bond on a 2-pack.
That shit's funny, man. What?
Great figure. I don't. You guys are harsh, man. You guys are trolling mother effers, calling this guy Putin. That's terrible. I love it though. I love it. I get it.
I was like, I don't see Putin.
It is funny.
Somebody said it. I was like,
it is funny. But listen, I'm glad they're doing it, and I hope they do a few more before they give up on this line.
Same.
007 worth it.
Yeah.
Roger Moore would be great to get Jaws. He's the most toyetic, I guess, right? He had that spirit that anyways, I digress.
No,
great.
Of course. We want to see more.
Did Daniel Craig robbed? Who had the longest run? Was it Daniel Craig?
He's only done
over the
4
course
movies.
of years, it was Daniel Craig.
Okay.
But Connery did, I think it was Roger Moore did 7 films.
Oh, wow.
So Roger Moore did Live and Let Die, Man with Golden Gun, Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, and View to a Kill.
You see?
And he was 1973 to 1985.
You see what I did there, though? You see what I just did there, right? Mm-hmm. I just baited you because you get the knowledge. I just wanted to hear it. So I just baited you. That's all I did.
It worked, though.
It worked.
Yeah. Then after that, we had Timothy Dalton with the Living Daylights and then License to Kill.
Yeah. And that was, and it was interesting. He was going to do a third movie, but there was a big legal issue. So that was the first time there was 6 years in between Bond films since 1962.
Wow.
Yeah. I like Timothy Dalton. I know some didn't really
like
it, but oh, thank you, Moose. I didn't even see it, man. My apologies. Let me look through. I saw this. Thanks, my man. Thank you, my dude, for the $2, man. I'm holding out for a David Niven or well, dude, that would be
Sideshow made a really good one of their best Bond figures was Lazenby from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and he was in his blue when they assault Piz Gloria at the end of the movie where Blofeld's base is in the snowy mountains. He came with It was one of the best head sculpts they ever did, and he came with his blue snow jacket and the machine gun. And there's a classic scene where he's sliding down this ice ramp with the machine gun blazing, and they did that version of Lazenby, and it's a really good figure. Even today, it holds up. I mean, if somebody wanted to repaint the head sculpt, it'd be better, but it's a pretty great figure. I have one.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Sean Connery. I just hope we get an Indiana Jones line. That'd be cool, dude. If we had his dad, that'd be awesome. I like Timothy Dalton. Yeah, dude. I thought he was cool, man, in a lot of stuff, and I liked him in Bond. I like Living Daylights and License to Kill. I know a lot of people.
I was hoping for a Dalton figure with Big Chief when they were doing Flash Gordon. I'd love to.
That's what I was about to say, bro.
Oh yeah.
About to say.
Oh yeah.
One of his coolest characters, bro, was doing Flash Gordon, bro. Like,
I wish somebody would get that license back and do all those figures.
Man, bro,
You want a Sean Connery with artisan chest hair? We want like Zardoz.
Yeah, man.
Zardoz.
All right. I don't even want to entertain that thought. Jay, I sorry, I'm bouncing around a lot. I don't even sorry, I didn't even know if you were interested in this.
I mean, like I said, that damn man, I'm kind of with CT right now. I've been waiting for something.
It's okay to say no, Jay.
Yeah, I've been waiting for something to not get. So I'm
get on the no bus.
I get you.
Yeah, I may not get this one. I mean, the thing is, like, looking at that suit, and I love that. That's my favorite thing about Bond. I love suits. That's the thing. I love suits. So, and I just think the stitching on this could just be so much better. That's what I think they will. And like Rob was saying, I do think upon release it will get better. I think we'll even see like an update, like updated suit. I think they'll do that. I do. For this one, but right now it's a pass for me. I could wait.
That's fair. I think it's a pass for me right now, but I also think I should, if I can afford it, buy it because I want to support the IP.
Yeah,
and not to say that like everybody should do that. I just, I love a lot of the other Bonds, so if I can try to vote, with my wall and be like, cool, I'll get it. Like,
I'm just afraid it's not going to sell well, and this is going to be it.
Well, that was my problem with the CW Flash. I bought the Grant Gustin Flash.
Yep.
And I was excited to see if we'd get like a Stephen Amell, like Arrow, and so on and so forth. And there was nothing. And then we just had So-So Toys kind of pick up the ball, sort of.
That base is a little corny, but I gotta say, I like it. I mean, it's the, it is that 007 swirl.
Yeah, it's cool.
And
yeah.
I don't know what else we could have done.
Not sure.
The last thing I'll say about that is the only Bond that I'm into ends with age, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh, Bond
age.
I gotcha. So this would be more in line with your taste then, Harry.
Oh shit! Bomb.
I mean,
hell
I wanted to, I don't know if I had time to bring up everything, but I still wanted to bring this one up from Mars just
this
because
is so goofy, man.
But we got our Arnold Mr. Freeze. Yost is working on a Poison Ivy. Hot Toys dropped Batman and Robin pre-orders. George Clooney. This is all Batman. Batman and Robin, the fourth one. So I don't know. I didn't even know if any of you guys seen this. I'm sure some of you have in the chat. I don't know if everybody on the panel has.
I saw it last week.
How can you not want this? Come on.
Freaking cool, man.
Poison
Destroyer.
Bro. I don't know what's
going on.
Right now. I'm like,
nah, I can't.
Come on.
I get the comic book accuracy, but I don't know those arms.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't.
What, the seamless arms?
The seamless?
Yeah, they're seamless, bro.
I thought it was jointed.
It's
dope.
No, they have a seamless
swap
arm,
out.
Swap. I don't know if it's an additional option. They have it.
It's I like it because you can really get in. For the people that's getting the Batman and Robin line, come on.
Look at that shit. I mean, all right, but they have it. They have a swap.
Because you got Mr. Free. The thing is, I'm so conflicted now because I wasn't going to get any of those that Batman and Robin line. I was going to leave that alone. That shit almost killed comic book movies for real.
Yeah. But then you saw Arnold and couldn't help it.
And there we go. And I'm in.
I get it. That's why I'm like,
Yep.
I don't know.
But no, I'm not getting this. No, not
unless you guys prefer the the Dr. Evil version from the Dark Knight Rises or Return.
I like that version. What are you talking about?
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
What a lovely voice.
I was born in the dark.
Yes.
Molded
You could talk like him and play with this if you want, and have him go up against the other Bane. I don't know. I'm just kidding, but it's pretty cool
for you.
Oh man. Yeah, he does. Road Warriors is funny, man. But it was from the movie. So this is a total pass for you, Leo?
Yes, because getting this with me, then I support that abysmal film, bro. I hated it.
But you're not gonna pick up Mr. Freeze?
No.
Man, just that adamant.
I'm just that adamant, bro. I hated that film, bro. I hated everything about it.
I
will not support that film, bro.
Lale, hate's a strong word, man. Come on.
I hated that film.
That Freeze is too good. That
I
Freeze,
hated
though.
that film.
I love that
The
movie.
only
It's
thing
so
that I'm
quotable.
getting from that line, bro, and that's if he makes it, and he is making it, is a Poison Ivy, because I can divorce that figure from that film.
But not this Bane?
No.
Oh,
Nah,
doesn't he feel more comic-ish though than the Tom Hardy?
I absolutely do not care.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally
No,
fair.
absolutely not.
Very true.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Very true.
Yeah. Well, either way, it was announced. Mars dropped it, and it's cool. To
Little
kind of
seams. We passed that.
I'm
show.
But because of people, yes, that's Bob and Amir were saying they're separate order for the seamless arms. But look, exactly, Moose. This is what I'm saying, right? I hate Batman and Robin, but I love the figures. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm in the same boat. I don't like the movie. I don't like the movie.
I can't.
I like Batman Forever, but the Arnold.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is I'm likely gonna get this. Only because do I have all the Batman stuff?
Wait a minute. You know what? I think Anthony's a closeted Clooney Batman fan.
No. Make no mistake. I do not like
closet
Clooney.
everything.
No.
Are you getting that Clooney figure?
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
But because dude,
I have to
like,
get it. You can't get it. I want that Mr. Freeze so bad, so I have to get it.
that's where I was leaning. It got me. It got me to that cheese where I was like, okay, well, I've got Arnold. Then we give us Batman and Robin, which that Robin looks a lot better than the Batman Forever, at least because the Robin that we have only came with 3 fucking hands and nothing. So at least the newer Robin comes with more stuff.
Oh, he came with something, all right.
And listen, he's not throbbing anymore, right? Like the Batman Forever. But no, I'm just saying, but they can go together. I think you could take those 2 movies and put them on the shelf with the '95 Batmobile if you have it. Yeah. And this will look really good back there. I think I just mix them up, put Freeze in there, put the Bane, whatever. I don't know, but anyway, I'm still gonna bring it up. Might as well bring it up and show.
Yeah, it is
what's
cool
going
though.
on.
It's fun. I mean, Mars is cool. I like that.
Wasn't it? If I'm right, if I remember correctly, wasn't it Vader, that wrestler Vader, who played this character in the movie?
I don't know.
Wasn't it him?
I think you're right.
Do you have some little known facts, Rob?
No, I put this out of my mind.
Oh, so wait.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Rob was quiet the whole time. He was like, they're just talking about this abomination.
I really disliked this movie.
I can tell by your body language. You're leaning on the hand. You're like, oh my god, when are we gonna be done?
Good. Although I will say this, the So Toys Mr. Freeze they put out was great.
The bald Arnold.
The bald Arnold,
the robes.
and I love the Mr. Freeze suit. So if that figure ever does drop, we'll pick it up.
Yeah. So this is a no then.
A big no on big no, good buddy.
Okay.
No, I will not be buying this figure. By the way, I have to take off. I've got a show to do at 9, but I have to go water some plants first.
Okay. All right. Well, dude, Rob, what are you doing tonight?
I'm doing a show on James Gunn's Superman at 9.
Oh, what time?
At 9.
I'll watch.
Okay.
I'll be watching, bro.
9 o'clock. Why James Gunn has a certain particular superpower that makes him a great choice to direct
I'll be
Superman
watching.
movie.
I'll be
Wanna see
watching.
this.
And by the way,
see it.
you didn't say Anthony, but the Cage Spock looks spectacular.
Yes.
It really does.
It does.
Exo 6, man.
It does. It does. And hopefully my shipments are on the way. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's awesome, dude. For people who,
I can't wait. And the Pike is going to be great. I can't believe, though, I have Strange. By the way, let me just say, can I just vent? Because I'm not going to do a show about this. The Strange New Worlds trailer that dropped today made me cry in horror and shock.
Oh, wow.
But
Just
listen,
saying.
listen. I know you gotta go, and I gotta go too. We're probably gonna wrap here in a minute, but,
Dude, it's going to lead me to drink.
all right. Look, all I'll say is it's still a fun show, and you're gonna watch all the episodes.
It's not fun. It's turned into total parody.
You think?
Farce.
No,
Dude, look at the episode titles.
I saw the titles and I saw your tweet, and I was like, okay, the titles seem a little weird, but
You almost sound like Snagglepuss, bro. He
Oh,
said
dude,
it's not fun.
When
It's not
Spock is
even.
going, when Spock says high five down low, I'm like, I'm out. I'm
It's
out.
not. It's
but
not
we
fun.
sometimes we can never go home again.
Dude, it's not about going home. It's about, whatever happened to elevated, smart science fiction that we've been getting.
I know. It's not. It's
Star
not,
Trek should be the Tiffany standard of entertaining, action adventure, science fiction, thoughtful television.
I think those days are over.
Yeah,
And
we're all being
I don't-
infantilized and we're being made to be dumb.
And I don't agree with that. I agree with what you're saying. Like, I want what you want.
Yeah, something good.
Yeah, but I can watch Strange New Worlds and still enjoy it. I don't know why.
I
think
feel
it's
like
pretty-
I'm a
it's pretty
priest
good.
that's done something bad and I'm on my knees flagellating myself with a whip.
Well, I don't feel that way exactly. I felt that way with Discovery. Did not-
Discovery
I
was
not a
worse. It was terrible in a different way. I think
Yes.
Strange New Worlds is worse than Discovery.
No, I
Yeah,
can't
in a
believe
different
that.
way because it's trying to rewrite the original series.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh yes, it is.
I think it's just a
Romulans, Scotty. They've taken half their characters from the original series.
They have, but it's 60 years old next year.
Yeah, and it's way better than the swill we're getting served up today.
I'm not disputing that. But if they were to reboot a New Hope, I would be
you
cool
could
with
do
that.
a great Star
Like,
Trek
Joe,
show
we're gonna talk about it. Y'all been talking about it for like almost 10 minutes.
if children weren't writing it. It's written by children for children.
But the actors are good.
The actors are being underserved by the terrible writing.
They are. The soundtrack's good.
Is it?
I think it's pretty good.
I just love
What about the visual
Nothing.
effects? The
Dude, the visual
team?
effects don't even look convincing. It looks like a cartoon.
But Rob,
Okay.
the poster looks good though, right?
No, the posters suck ass too.
Actually, the AI generated character posters they have for the new season. Come on. There's no wit. There's no real intelligence. It's not cool. They've turned Star Trek. The people that are making Star Trek now think Star Trek is silly, so they're just leaning into the silliness.
Yeah, but there's a lot of serious episodes in there too.
It's stolen
Right?
from someone else. Terrible.
Oh.
And I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah,
leave all you
well,
happy
either
people
way.
on that note. Tune in an hour and 50 minutes when I get done watering the plants.
Well, look,
talk to
Nightwing, dude. Look, you know what,
I'll be
Rob?
watching, bro.
You said you wouldn't talk about it, but I will talk about it. You pick a time, we'll do a show on your channel or my channel. Let's like the old Crossfire.
Yeah, but what if I had a heart
let's-
attack? The only thing that gets
What
me
if
really
I-
upset
I don't
these
know.
days is Star Trek. The
Well,
world's going to hell in a handbasket. Everything is
I know,
terrible.
I know, but we could riff. We could riff.
We could riff.
I
No,
don't
we
know.
could. You know what though?
Yeah,
What
anytime.
is it? A still tongue makes for a happy life.
That's also true. Real quick though, no, before you go, we're not going to Vegas this year. We will be next year though. Next year's the 60th anniversary, and it should be really big. So I did kind of want to go, but you know, we're not going this year, unfortunately. So if any of you guys are there, sorry I'm not gonna be able to see you this year, but definitely next year. Most of what I thought Star Wars fans hated Star Wars. No, man, we're hardcore, man. But listen, it's all good. And Rob, I know you got to go. We can riff on this all night.
Yes, I got to go. It was great to see you all.
All right, my
Everybody,
friend.
Rob.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
And
I'll
tune in to
I'll
Rob's
see you
show
in
tonight.
an hour, 50 minutes.
All right, my friend.
See you later.
Sounds good, dude.
bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry. I know we're not going. So otherwise, I would go totally. But Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. Anyway, yeah,
That's everything. Oh,
yeah. I mean, pretty much. I was gonna bring up this other one, but we're already past 2 hours, and
right.
I was getting late
Did you guys
on the East
talk
Coast, and
𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗛 2 weeks ago, or
no, because I didn't stream Dude for like 2 weeks ago.
right.
You know,
Well, I guess that's another one, but
it is another one. But you like her? We like her.
oh yeah, she's coming in. I think she's much better than Proto, like the prototype.
yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
that's
she
good.
looks really good.
I'm happy.
She looks
very,
really
very
good.
happy.
She does look good. Looking forward to getting her at some point just to go with Balin. I didn't get a lot of the Ahsoka. You guys know. I mean, I got some of it, but
Right.
you know, with Balin and Shin, I feel like they go
Sideshow
together.
needs to start sending these. I'm waiting for Shin. I'm waiting for Hera. I'm waiting for my Batfleck. I'm waiting for a lot of stuff. Sideshow.
Yeah, totally. But they are before you know it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, other than that, you guys got anything going on this week?
Really?
Just the normal collectors lounge tomorrow. Comic book talk with friends on Monday. Just the full rotation. That's just about it, bro. Whatever they throw out is what we do.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Yep.
I feel you. I do. Jay, I'm sure same. Right.
Yep.
Something
Same.
drops,
I
we'll-
was going to make a bad decision earlier this week, and I decided to just wait. And I'll just say that.
Okay.
No,
So
it's
it's a delayed bad decision.
It's a delayed bad. Thank you. There you go. You know,
It's
me
still a
too
bad
well.
decision. You just haven't made it yet.
I just haven't made it yet. But no, I almost pulled the trigger on getting, because I just think I thought 𝗠𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗛 just came out amazing.
Yep.
And I want Hera. I want them so bad. And I almost got them both from Toys Assemble. And then I was like, no, you have to learn self.
Oof.
It just wait.
Strength.
Honestly,
For now.
it's yeah.
They'll be in my comic shop before you know it, and then other stuff is coming. So
Right.
it's always something else.
And see, you're fortunate, man, because dude, we have a lot of comic stores out here. God knows I worked in one. It's just barely. I mean, we did, but we were like one of the only shops that carried Hot Toys. Like all these other shops, they don't carry them.
My go-to doesn't
know?
anymore. I have to drive. Like my other shop Beyond is an hour away from here, so it's like I have to. But they get everything. Like he gets everything. It's called Beyond Comics for a reason. Like they let it be known.
Like
like,
comics
we
and
sell-
more, like
Yeah,
and
we-
beyond. Like there's tons of.
we sell Hot Toys. Like that's the thing. And his thing, he loves Star Wars, so the guy always gets Star Wars stuff. So I know I
Yeah,
can get
man.
it from him.
Yeah, you'll get them. You'll get them.
Yep.
You guys already subscribe to Lael and Jay. I know you do. If you don't, links are here. I know some of you guys always come in new, so I always appreciate all the new guys coming in, and all the veterans have been with us for a while. But if you guys aren't, their links are in the description right below. Just click view more, and boom, we're all here, man. So subscribe to everybody if you haven't, for all sorts of good six skill talk and goodness. And yeah, Harry, dude, fucking great, man, to see you again as always.
Yeah, always fun to jump on here with you guys. You know, never a bad time. So appreciate you having me on, man.
Always, dude. Whenever you're available, man. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, always, dude. You follow us, Harry, if you haven't already, too, on Instagram. Well, awesome photos.
appreciate
you know it. And we need to finish ours. We keep saying it, but we will finish our photography.
We've been saying that for the past
Can
6 months.
Can you do me a favor? Can you solo Harry real quick? I just love
I
seeing
can.
the quality of that camera. I just love the black magic. It's just,
It's a
beautiful.
pocket. This is the This is I'm not paid by Black Magic, but this camera is so amazing. I love this thing. I shoot everything on this. I webcam with this. Yeah, I do everything on this thing. It's like my baby.
It is.
It's like we're watching a short,
Right? Yeah, you
indie
got
film
the depth
right
of
now.
field. Yeah, you got the nice, soft colors.
And I thought about
Love
hooking
this
my
thing.
black magic up too, man. To be honest,
do it, man.
But I've got the rim light here, and my other Canon is on here, and
that
then
works too. Yeah.
But I guess it's yours. It's just kind of chilling, right? So you're just like, boop, I'm plugging in.
Yeah, like I have it on the tripod, so I just kind of move it around. Like if I want to take a photo, I'll just grab the tripod.
Okay, see
move it.
that's cool then, because me, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't want to unscrew the thing on the light and then
Yeah.
get back and start doing.
unless you have like a quick release thing, but even then it's
Yeah, I might try that.
yeah.
Because you're right, it'd be cool to kind of. So I was like, "Fuck, I got the Black Magic."
And you got the
That'd be
6K,
nice.
so it's even better than
Yeah.
mine.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're both great, but yeah, I mean, like that quality. I'm like, maybe I'll do it. So
Yeah.
just haven't messed with it yet, man. So look at that microphone; it's bigger than my table. I don't know, Moose. You got a pretty big table. But no, it's looking cool, man. All right, dude. No, I appreciate all you guys. I see a lot of you guys in the chat saying that, Amir, especially, and everybody. Like, it would be cool. Maybe I will do it. We will. Just talk Trek. Now, we don't even talk figures. We just talk Star Trek. I talk Star Trek all day, dude. So, you know. But anyway, CT, always, man. You know, good shit.
Yeah. Always good streaming with you guys. Jay, Lael, Harry.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
And we got some stuff coming up next week, probably. You got some stuff coming in we'll probably talk about, maybe unboxing Discord, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
We're gonna watch that Killer of Killers, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I was thinking maybe tomorrow, if that works, we can watch it tomorrow.
Watch it, bro.
Sunday.
It's brilliant, bro.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on
It's
board
definitely
with that.
brilliant.
That'll be fun. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, no, other than that, guys, I think yeah, we'll probably be gonna be done for tonight, and then next week, probably be back next week. And what is next week's Friday, isn't it? Next week's Friday the 13th.
Yep.
So it would be Saturday the 14th. Okay, so Saturday. All right. I was like, we're not doing that. P-Rock's doing that. He's gonna be hosting LWO Friday the 13th, doing like a Friday the 13th kind of thing. So tune into that. Yeah, he was talking about that earlier. Cool. So definitely cool, guys. But yeah, other than that, dude, I think we are out of here, dude. You guys have a good, safe weekend, and see you guys in the next one. Yeah.
See you later, brother.
Friday. Howdy.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks. In 5, 4, 3. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.